Okay, so we have rolled initiative. Arena's at the top of the order, but she doesn't really have a good reason to do anything. Sad to say. So she is going to go ahead and effectively pass.
Pet Sunny on your turn, Arena.
Encouragement for Sunny all around. Ophelia Wormwiggle, who's the one standing next to Granny, kind of hearing the call from upstairs, gives a bit of a wry smile. Well, now looks like we've got ourselves in a bit of trouble, and she kicks the boiling pot of kind of sweetener over, which after it kind of pours out, you see a hulking creature start crawling out of it, who looks something like this if the hotkey works.
So is this what is like starting the fight and prompting us to roll initiative?
Yes, I mean she's this call's come out and she kicks the thing over and this demon crawls out of it.
The other person said the gig's up, Granny, and then we
the third one who we hadn't really had much interaction with before.
Yep, and then with that, it is Harmony's turn.
Will.
Didn't I had a 20 on initiative.
Yeah.
I don't.
I didn't reorder you.
I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't select my token. That is my fault. So, why? Just for recall a little bit. Like, why did we roll initiative then? What started the fight?
I mean, presently the thing that's starting it is that call out of gigs up, and the first violent action here is the cauldron kick.
Okay. Ash was saying something about a call for help coming from upstairs and was being physically barred from investigating.
I remember.
Yes. So Mina, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it back to you. We are technically pre cauldron kick.
Okay.
But you don't know it's about to happen.
But she did just say, gigs up, Granny, and assumedly made a menacing smile, because she's a witch, you know?
Yeah,
Oh, she's not a witch.
Well, what is the window situation in this room?
So you have a window on the other side of the stairs, one next to you, and then two. There's four windows, essentially all opposite of each other. They do have glass in them, and you can see out of the one kind of right next to you that there's a little bit of platform you could go out onto. The rest don't appear to have any platform outside of them.
Okay. Good to know. Yeah, because I feel like shooting her in the face is very aggressive, as like this is what I'm gonna do first. When we've basically just been like barred from anything, but someone did call for help, or so Ash says, my trusted friend. All right, she's getting 2 bolts in the face.
Specifically, I heard someone saying "help us," as in multiple people needing help upstairs, and it sounded like a child, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm remembering correctly.
Even if you weren't able to convey all of that, even if you were just like, "Who's saying help us up there?" Like, all right, enough. And she, I'm sorry, I think I know the answer to this, but she has not gone yet, correct?
No, she's standing right in front of you.
But she hasn't gone she hasn't taken a turn yet.
No, she has not.
Okay. So I have advantage on this shit. Normally I'd go for the hunter's mark, but I think I'm just gonna shoot her because of that upset advantage. So here's the first shot, sorry.
But are you going to shoot her sharply?
I knew you were gonna ask that. And right before I hit the submit button, yes, I would like to shoot her sharply, so I have minus 5 on these.
Okay.
So 15.
That is a miss.
Okay, so the second shot is not going to be a sharpshooter. Bonus action to... Okay, 24.
That is a hit.
Alright, well, she takes 5 damage.
Alright.
Because I rolled a 1. And that is Mina's turn, because I'm not going to move away from her yet.
Okay, easy enough. Well, then the cauldron kick does happen downstairs, and it is Harmony's turn.
Is the door open behind us?
Yes, it is.
Great. Okay, hold on just a moment. As a bonus action... Sorry, go ahead.
So I took the first violent action? Okay, alright, sorry.
Good job, Han Solo.
I mean, Mina was, like, really ready to kill them anyway, so...
Yeah, that's true.
We also were pretty suspicious of them anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Mina's suggestion was to not talk to them and just go kill them, so I think this is, like, it tracks.
I forgot myself, you're right.
Harmony, upon this weirdo creature crawling out of the cauldron is going to glance over her shoulder and cast. Well, first off, she's going to get the fuck out of Dodge and cast Misty Step, which teleports you up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see.
Yep.
Can I just go out the door and kind of like out past? I mean, the map. I'm not sure if it goes.
It goes about 15 feet out the door,
Yep,
so it's
okay.
about as far as you can get. If you want to go beyond that border, then we can put a marker.
Okay, I will, so long as I can still see into the, because I think I lost sight of them when I left the windmill.
Yep.
But if we want to say I can see, and I'll go as far as I can get and still see somebody in there, whether it's the demon or her.
You should be able to.
Yep, I can make out the demon. I can make out the demon at the very least. Okay. So we can say I'm there or 15 feet further back, whichever.
I mean, that distance right there is 20.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be 5, 10, 5, 15, 20. Yeah.
Okay. I'll go another 10 back if I'm able to, and I will kind of like call out to Arena and Sunny like, or something like it's getting ugly in there, and I'm going to fire a crossbow bolt at the demon.
They are getting ugly in there.
Well, you know.
Actually, did they physically change at all when it kicked off? Or okay.
Not yet. Okay, sorry. I will roll light crossbow. I assume an 11 misses.
It does miss.
Okay. Alright, well, then that's going to be Harmony's turn. Well, see, I still have a move action. Harmony will move... Harmony will, upon that shot going wide, might realize she needs to be a little closer to the action and will move back up, let's say to where she is right now.
Okay. All right. Anything else from Harmony?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right, Winley.
In this room, I know this is obviously stairs going up. My token vision doesn't like go over the stairs. Is it like a closed off staircase, or can I see her?
You can see her.
Okay, because I can't from my token. Is she standing right here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I'm going to cast Ye Olde Moonbeam
She's standing right
on top of her.
Okay.
Careful with that.
Tight quarters.
Well, I'm gonna cast it one behind her because it's a 5-foot radius. Yeah. Just drop that in the chat. So she needs to make a DC 15 con save, or take 14 radiant.
She succeeds.
God damn it! That's so she takes half as much. Okay. And if she is a shape changer, it makes its throw with disadvantage.
Not a shape changer.
Okay, then that doesn't matter.
Worth a shot.
No.
Yeah. Let me get my circle drawn here really quick too.
Mm-hmm.
Ye olde orbital laser.
Yeah, exactly. So she takes half damage. Sorry.
Okay.
And then let me see if there's anything I can bonus action here. Probably not. Sorry, I'm slightly unprepared. Okay, that's it for Winley.
All right. Next up, Granny kind of lets out a appropriately witch-like cackle, and glares over at Docrin. Seems bit off a bit more than you can chew, dear.
Yeah, a little bit.
Her eyes turn black, and you should make a Wisdom save.
Okay. Is that a spell save?
It is a spell-based save.
Then I get advantage on that for Gnome.
Rock gnomes.
Hell yeah. Oof.
Ugh. Well,
You are panicked. Your status is frightened. On each of your turns, you must take the dash action to move away by the safest and shortest available route.
Fair enough. Which is roughly the same path that Harmony took, I assume.
Probably. And with that, it is your turn.
Cool. So,
Let me guess what you're gonna do.
went out that door, I guess. I assume I take an attack of opportunity from the thingy.
Yes, you will.
Okay. So,
And it does hit you for 2.
does it? My AC is 19.
Oh, actually, no, I misses. Sorry.
So out and
The cat under the couch.
interesting. I'm gonna need an additional 10 feet in the corner there.
Cut it out.
Just whack him with a pillow.
I did.
He sure did.
I'm an additional 10 feet that away.
Is this the official frightened condition, or is it a different?
It is target is frightened of you, but the term is panicked.
Oh, okay.
Okay, 10 feet. Cool. All right, and great stuff from Docrin.
Good shit.
Ash.
Didn't get it.
It's true.
I'm just going to go ahead and draw my sword and hit Granny with it.
Okay.
Don't suppose you could spare an attack of opportunity, unarmed thwack on the way by.
I suppose I could. I can't do damage with it.
13?
I'm not sure.
That is not a hit.
Alright, well I miss.
Okay.
I don't want to move this turn, so I think I'm just going to stay put. And I don't think I have any bonus actions I want to use at the moment.
Okay.
Let me check one thing though. Let me
Sure.
check one spell, see if it's a bonus action or not. It might be. Where'd it go? I just had it, I'm sorry. Oh, there it is. Okay. It is a bonus action, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon then. I'm
Okay.
gonna cast it on the stairs right behind her.
Okay. Can you help with this, please? Yep. Go ahead. Let me give you a token for it. And you want it right behind her?
Yeah, right behind her, kind of blocking her retreat up.
Okay. And let me give you control of that. Okay. And then if you want to go ahead and make your attack with it. Oh, you already did. Good. That is a miss.
I passed it and it was a miss, yeah.
Yep.
Solid miss.
The demon's turn. The demon kind of gives a big stretch after snapping at Docrin. And kind of hearing the kerfuffle upstairs, stomps its way past Ophelia and Morgantha, upstairs behind you, Ash, and takes a bite and a swing at you.
Boom.
However, both miss. And with that, it is Bella's turn. Bella seems less than impressed by the beam of moonlight and the kind of close-up shots from Mina. And yep. Sorry, it is Sunny. It was Sunny's turn.
Sorry, nope.
No,
Yeah,
I mean it's
sorry.
it's perfectly
Yeah.
fine. I'm just confused as to why the initiative keeps moving. Yeah. Go ahead for Sunny.
Well, I'm probably not going to interfere with whatever you were going to do. Because Sunny's seeing both Harmony and Doc, even though Doc was forced to, but Sunny doesn't know that. But both, bugging out really hard from this place. Sunny is going to growl at the doorway and, sorry, didn't mean to ping there, and probably growl at Arena for, a split second. And then Sunny's going to run around the back of the tower. I don't know. So, some say that owners have special innate connections with their pet. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's just his great sense of smell. But he has a sense that Mina's kind of back around this way. So he trots back there and starts kind of barking up at the window. Where, to be fair, he might be able to catch a glimpse of Mina where she's fighting up here. So Sunny kind of just growls, gets kind of nervous and unsure of exactly how to approach. So he runs around and is just kind of looking for Mina.
Okay. All right. So then Bella will go ahead and hop over the railing and is moving out of Mina's threatened area. If Mina wants to make an attack.
Interesting. I do. Can I make opportunity attacks attacks with my hand crossbow? Is that a stupid question?
The last time we had ruled that the bonus action doesn't permit for having reloaded at the end of taking the shot, so you can make it because we've had this before. You made a essentially an unarmed attack.
Okay. Cool. So I don't. How much damage does an unarmed attack do? Wow, I'm feeling.
I believe it's just your strength, but I think it's 1 plus your strength bonus.
Okay, well, I'm just going to roll a dagger attack, and because this should be the same attack bonus. Or no, I'm not proficient with unarmed attacks, so...
And yes, it
Punch.
is. You are proficient with unarmed strikes, as a note.
Oh.
Yep. And then damage is 1 plus strength.
I don't have an easier way to do this. I have a 19.
Okay, that is a hit.
Okay, so it takes 2 damage.
All right.
She takes 2 damage. Yeah.
It's all right. She as she walks over here to Winley, kind of changes, and her appearance is very similar to the sort of aged barkeep appearance. Does shift kind of before your eyes, and she turns into this. And with that, she approaches Winley. She says, "Dear, I think it's time for you to deal with your own demons. Make a wisdom save, Winley."
Oh no, we don't love this. I mean, my wisdom's pretty decent, so.
It's the famous last words.
You are fortunate in that nothing seems to happen, but you feel something kind of stabbing at your mind for a moment. And then with that, we move on to Irina, who now has discovered that there are bad things going on. Irina kind of looks at Doctrine confusedly, just hauling balls past her, and kind of looks back at Harmony, and then looks in and kind of watch the demon go stomping through. She kind of gets a look of understanding and kind of runs to the side of the door here and draws her sword and kind of holds it ready to strike at anything that comes through. And with that, it is Mina's turn.
Okay. Cool. What could I have sensed, and by I mean Mina, have sensed about what's happening down in the first floor? And by that I mean, did Doc, yell out in fear and, slam through the front door on the way out? What's her perception of what happened on the first floor?
I mean, probably what she could hear was the tipping of the cauldron, kind of the splash of the sugar mixture, and then 2 things. I mean, she would have heard kind of running on the floorboards out the door, and then she's also heard the big clomping, stamping walk of this demon coming up the stairs to attack
Sure.
Ash.
Okay. Well.
Oh, and she probably would have heard Granny say, "Time to deal with your own fears."
Yeah. I'm gonna say Ash. I think we should try. Ash and Winley. Sorry, I just thought of Ash because Ash is immediately next to me. Ash, Winley, I think we should try to get out of here. This seems like a bad place to have this fight. But also, and now I'm not speaking as Mina, but also not just going to leave them behind. So Mina is going to just move 1 square. Oops, I'm sorry, I was diagonal. If I can, and just kind of burst through the glass of the window onto whatever platform is available in that square.
Okay. And yeah, that square sort of straddles the window, but yeah, you're able to smash through without any issue. And dangerous as jumping through glass would be, I don't think there's really an appropriate save or damage for that, so we're just going to give a pass.
Okay. Yeah. So, does that take any extra time to break the window or anything?
I mean, did you just sort of jump through it?
Well, I just want to stand there. I just want to stand in that space. So yeah, I guess I just kicked a leg through it.
Yeah, I mean no, it's probably just part of your movement.
Okay. So then, wow, tough call between these two. Let's first let's get a hunter's mark going, which is a bonus action. So I'll put a hunter's mark on the drench, and then I'm going to take a sharpshooter shot on the demon.
Okay.
And this is a normal roll with -5, 20.
That is a solid hit.
Okay, so he takes plus 10 damage, and hunter's mark. So 25 damage.
Okay. Mana kind of jumps out the window, turns, and just shoots this thing through the side of the head, and it collapses.
Hunter's mark shifts right over to. Actually, I'll double check the spell, but I'm gonna put it on her next.
Okay.
Continue.
All right. Anything else for Mina?
Nope, that's it.
All right. One of the gals downstairs comes over to the door, which is going to trigger the attack from Irina. She's like stabs into the side of this woman, is what Harmony can see, and the woman just seems totally unfazed by having just been stabbed with a rapier. And turns and kind of gives her a glare. Can't touch you, dearie, but best you be off. And Irina needs to make a save. Irina suddenly freezes in place, as if magically compelled not to move.
We love it.
And with that, it is Harmony's turn.
Okay. Is the dretch like fall down the stairs behind her or anything like that after Mina caps it?
Probably in the process of tumbling onto the stairs at the moment.
Harmony will. Okay, Irina's frozen. Great. Harmony will call out. Seems like your cooking is rotten, whether it's baked goods or demons, and is going to.
So vicious.
Yes.
Much mockery.
Well, I was debating doing something a little more. And not yet. As much as I would like to. Harmony is, in fact... let's do a crossbow bolt. She seems like she'd have a better wisdom save than a AC. But we'll see, I suppose. So, here we go. It's 18 hit.
It does.
Great. She takes 8 damage. And then Harmony will kind of see Doc retreating behind her and will call out to him, "You're going the wrong way, old man. The fight's up here," and throw a bonus action Bardic Inspiration at you.
Cool. Okay.
And as a move action, Harmony is going to, since she's now the closest person to this lady, put some distance between her and Ophalia, in the sense of she will move kind of back 30 feet from where she is in the corner, basically. She's just kind of like trying to draw her out of the the windmill, and also just trying to not be the closest person to her, combatant-wise. While keeping an eye... I mean, Harmony could hear her say that she couldn't touch Irina, right?
Make a perception check.
Sure. Wasn't sure how loud she said it. 18?
Yep.
Okay. Harmony will file that away, but that will kind of justify her kind of retreating a bit, as like she doesn't think that the woman's gonna like turn and like drink Irina's blood or anything.
Okay. Winley, your turn.
Winley is going to contemplate for just a moment. And then... Alright, I will use my action to move the moonbeam there. So then at the beginning of her turn, she'll have to roll for it. And then I will use a bonus action to go into my starry form. And I'm going to go into the shape of the dragon.
Okay.
What does that mean?
When I make an intelligence, wisdom, or constitution saving throw, I treat a roll of 9 or lower on the d20 as a 10.
Nice.
But you actually change your shape?
I have a constellation of a wise dragon on me at the moment.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else from Winley?
Nope.
Okay. Granny kind of lets out a wry growl from downstairs, seeing the dretch tumbling down the stairs, and she kind of totters her way up the steps up here next to Mina and Ash, and looks at Ash. Go to sleep, dearie. Make a wisdom save, Ash.
I don't really want to. Sound like fun.
Ash, you immediately fall asleep.
Dan, do you want me to bring the food?
Please.
Inspiration just adds a d6, right?
Yes.
Okay, then that would be a waste. I won't bother. Okay.
Okay. So Ash, you are you literally just thud, go unconscious. Docrin, you are no longer terrified.
Cool. Harmony's taking credit for that, even though it actually worked that way.
Well, I think I have just enough movement to come over here and punch a hag. With a booming blade on there as well. Not sure what that was all about. I assume a 26 hits.
Sure does.
So that's 12 damage, and then 4 if she moves willingly more than 5 feet.
Okay. Your strike seems to be the first, because I mean she's been stabbed and shot with a crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Your blow seems to be the first thing that actually phases her.
Actually registers.
Yep. She seems to be pretty much ignoring the more material attacks thus far.
Good to know.
All right. Anything else from Docrin?
Can I do like an Arcana check to try to identify like the kind of magic they're using? Like just try to, I don't know, analyze what they are?
You certainly could.
Sweet. However, I assume they don't count as magical or technological items for the purposes
They do not.
of our... It was worth a shot. Okay, and I assume I don't get anything.
They're definitely spellcasters of some variety, but the trivia question isn't quite coming to mind.
Fair enough.
Okay. And Ash, you are asleep. You do not get a follow-up save to that. Sorry. Sunny.
Okay.
Slap the cleric.
Alright, he sees what's going on in the window there, and he can't get up there, and that's frustrating for him, and, I mean, his sense of self-preservation only goes so far, so, 20, 30, oh, there's, yeah, okay.
And she's in full hag form here, so it's pretty clear that she's a threat.
Yep, let's do this.
And Doc will shout like, magic attacks seem to be helping. Use them if you got them.
Well, Sunny responds.
Recognizing that, yes, I'm aware of the problem there.
Yeah. But yes, noted. So he's gonna go right for the throat. As much as possible. There. I'm sorry, that should be with advantage because of pack tactics.
Okay.
Because
So go ahead and roll the advantage attack as well.
Yeah.
No dice, unfortunately.
Guys,
That's a bummer.
need to have a
But
talk
it's
about
fine.
these rolls here, guys.
Yeah. That's exciting.
Change our technique.
All right.
Growl. I'm sorry. As much as possible, he's gonna growl and bark in a way like that the other characters haven't necessarily heard before. Which I mean, he can't say like this thing looks like a crazy hag, but like it sounds as though he's dealing with a monster, not some just kind of mundane enemy here, as much as possible. And maybe that's maybe I'm overstepping Sunny's ability to convey. Anyway.
And it's sort of like Sunny from a series of unfortunate events who just like, baby dabbles, and it means like complicated sentences.
Perfect. Yes, that's exactly it.
All right.
Yep.
So
The one standing in front of Winley kind of glares when nothing happens, and she sort of intensifies her stare as she makes her save, and fails it.
So she is going to take 14 radiant damage.
Solid.
And disadvantage on her next attack, I think. Let me double check.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, you're going to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Oh, no. Just the damage. Sorry.
Okay.
And a wisdom save. Yep,
Yes, please.
working on it.
Okay. Again, you feel something persistently stabbing at your mind, but your strong will is warding it off. She seems quite frustrated with that, and also will kind of stumble her way out of the beam, clearly displeased with getting the literal beam of moonlight burning her. And with that, it is Irina's turn, and Irina's going to make a wisdom save. And at some point that'll go through, and she fails, so she is still frozen. And that brings us to Mina.
Okay. Yeah. That was the sense I was getting. Thank you.
Yep.
I can't remember what I hit that first lady with, but it was definitely a higher roll. So I see Ash fall asleep. Winley, what kind of attitude is Winley giving off? Like, are you standing your ground like you're not looking to get out at all, or describe that for me?
Well, I know that the window over here doesn't have a ledge, so I don't really have a way out without jumping to the ground. I'm also, especially now that Ash is asleep, not gonna leave her.
Oh, yeah, totally.
So.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Well. I could. So this is not what I'm gonna do, but I could shoot Ash to try to wake.
Non-lethal damage. You can pull blows, right?
and I would also be able to take a second attack. I don't know. Can I non-lethally?
I don't think non-lethal damage is a thing in this edition, but you could do an unarmed strike.
I mean, you also. I mean, you could also just try to wake Ash up without attacking Ash.
I was gonna say, I thought sleep was just an action to wake up, or doesn't.
The reason, do you guys? I mean, I wasn't.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm not actually up there. Or you're not actually physically close enough to.
No, I just mean like I didn't plan that just so I could have an excuse to shoot Ash. If I did that, then I could also use my bonus action to shoot something else. But if I don't take an attack action with a crossbow, I can't do that. So I will spend an action, as long as it hopefully doesn't take longer than that. I'm going to spend an action to, try to shake Ash awake.
You were successful, and Ash wakes up.
Mina kicks me in the side of the head.
Wake the fuck up!
Isn't this what an animal companion is ideally for?
So you started this bullshit.
Yeah. If I was going to hurt you waking you up, I would have just shot you anyway. I gave you a gentle reawakening, but then also we're fucked very quickly after that. And then can I move out? What? I mean, just quickly looking back, I know you said it looked precarious. Am I thinking I'll need to make a deck save or using the terms of game mechanics?
Yeah, you could step out on the platform and be okay, but if you tried to walk around the edges, you're definitely making some checks not to fall off.
Okay, well, I just don't. She just doesn't want to be in the room with these things. Just isn't feeling that. So sorry, I didn't mean to move out there. I guess I'm just
Can you
I'll stay in that square, but rather than kind of straddling the window, I'm sort of more like out here on the platformy part. And that's my turn.
Okay. I did also just break the window for you, so you should be able to see through it.
Oh, cool.
Yep. All right, and then it is Ophelia's turn. She looks quite displeased with having been punched by Docrin and kind of gives him a glare. And Docrin makes a wisdom save.
Is it a spell check?
It is a spell.
Sweet.
Yeah. Can I use my bonus action retroactively?
Yes, maybe. What are you doing?
I just want to put my hunter's mark on the closest
Granny.
old lady.
Okay.
Thank
Easy.
you.
Yep, easy
You're
enough.
the kind overlord.
You feel something stabbing at your mind, but are able to ward it off, as well as Winley has been.
Sweet.
And with that, it is Harmony's turn.
Great. I assume the sounds from the upper floor we can hear them.
So, I mean, on some level, you're also 10 feet away from the building? 30
Right,
feet away
something
from the
like
building?
that. Okay.
Sorry, you're actually 40 feet away from the building.
You're right. I sure am. Harmony is going to, seeing Doc engage in melee, which is her preference, with Ms. Wormwiggle, Harmony will level her gaze at her, mutter something about, you want to cast spells, do you? And will basically carry a whisper across the wind that will say something like, go back in and die with your mother, and cast dissonant whispers.
Ooh, it's dark. I like it.
So that should hopefully... Oh, I didn't turn the stupid thing on. Hang on just a second.
What's the save?
It's going to be a wisdom save, DC 15.
She fails.
Great.
Neat.
Okay, I'll send the damage to the chat once I remember how to
It
frickin'...
just showed up.
Oh, great. I'm a genius. Okay, so she has to use her reaction to move as far away from me in a direct line as she can. That will provoke an attack of opportunity and trigger the booming blade damage, yes.
Nice.
And she takes 13 psychic damage on top of that.
Yep. What was the booming blade damage for?
It was like 4.
It was 4.
And although it's worth noting, if I'm attacking with Sentinel, I think if I stop her,
Yes, if you... Is it on... You get to decide or not?
I think it's just... Yeah, it's just when you hit with an opportunity attack. I mean, the opportunity attack is more damage, so
Right.
I'm gonna do it. But yeah,
I don't know if it's... Yeah, I don't know at what point the booming blade damage would
Does an
trigger.
18 hit?
It does.
Okay, guys, we're getting closer to.
So, I don't know at what point... Are we ruling it's an either-or thing, where either she moves and the booming blade damage triggers, or Sentinel's opportunity attack that prevents
The
movement?
speed turns to 0.
Yeah,
so I
you're
think
right. She wouldn't... What is the... I'll look up... Anyways, we
I mean,
can
I think
just...
she triggers it because I think triggering your Sentinel attack in the first
Is
place
moving
is
it.
the
Yeah.
movement.
All right.
so-
I mean, if you're gonna give me it, I will absolutely take it.
Go
So,
for it.
all right. So that's 4 from the booming blade, and then 12 from the opportunity attack. So
Okay.
that's a hot 16 damage total. Hell yeah.
She lets out a cry of pain
Good.
at these various assaults. And are you actually stopping her movement?
Yes.
Okay.
Like we said, I think it's not a choice. It's just
Yep. All right. Then anything else from Harmony?
Harmony will... Let's see. She's like 40 feet away. She's going to like do a quick... I don't know if this would be like a check or anything. Just do a quick scan of the area. Just see if she can see... There's no like reinforcements she can see coming to...
Make a perception check.
Sure. Perception. 18.
Not that Harmony can see.
Okay. Let me double check the ruling on Bardic Inspiration.
Does this have an effect on yours or Winley's action?
It would be, yes, because I would be potentially using it as a bonus action, so I apologize. Okay. Harmony is going to move up from where she is now to where she judges and, triangulate this if she can, that she would be within 60 feet of the upper floor.
Yep.
And will, not having any real idea who's having the hardest time in there, she will basically call out... I'm sorry. Mina!
Just take the action. Man.
Yeah, sorry. She's using Bardic Inspiration. She's giving Mina Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Don't forget to use it this time.
Writing it big. Yeah.
All right, Winley.
I'm going to use my action to once again move the moonbeam. Can I see down the stairs? Is the demon or anybody else within that?
The demon's dead, and no one else is in the
You
radius.
say it went down fast.
Okay, great. So that's my action, and that's going to be it for Winley.
Damn shame.
Okay.
Let's see.
And Granny seems a little bit miffed that Ash has already woken up and looks over at Mina. Turning your stomach, dear. Make a wisdom save. Mina.
Alright. It's gonna go super well.
You can use Bardic Inspiration on this if you want.
Had the same. Yep.
I'm imagining Harmony actually yelling that.
You can wait until after you roll the d20.
One of my better saves, actually.
Woof. Okay, no, hold on to that.
You feel your stomach turn for a moment, and then the feeling passes. So you are okay. And she.
If she made you throw up, just make sure that you projectile vomit right at her.
Yeah.
Sure.
Turn her attack against
And on that point, Mina, I am going to have you actually back up to the square that you are technically on.
Okay.
Because she's going to come and look at you out the window. Okay. And with that, it is Doc's turn.
Thought I'd punch Thought I'd punch a witch. Makes things up a little. Does a 24 hit?
That is a hit.
If not, we're running.
I mean, an 18 hit earlier, so I was mostly just being sarcastic. So yeah, that's a 13 damage and 2 on a booming blade.
Okay. And any other actions from Doctrine?
Nope.
Okay. Easy enough. Then it is Ash. Ash, you've woken up on the floor.
Okay, is it half a move to stand up?
It's half your movement. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to take a step here in an attempt to kind of block the stairs.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to yell down the ladies are not as they appear. The old ladies are not as they appear.
Yeah, no shit!
I don't know what you guys are doing downstairs.
That's no. I'm fine with that.
We're enjoying delicious baked goods.
You're all having tea with the other one, right?
Yeah.
Keeping everything fun.
Delicious dretch tea.
And I'm going to attack Granny to my left there.
Okay.
I do like that as an actual bit of combat.
I miss horribly.
You sure do.
I'm going to use my bonus action to move my spiritual weapon, which I now see as a giant hammer, and it is also an attack.
All right.
Which I will just do this spell again. I think I'll just do the same thing I want. Bam. And it also misses horribly. Jesus.
Granny's a tough bitch to hit.
I can't roll good either.
I mean, a 6 and a 9 are not super impressive rolls.
It's true. Anything else from Ash?
Not nice.
That was a movement, an attack, and a bonus action, so no, I'm good.
All right, Sonny, you're up.
Okay, Sonny's gonna go for. I've forgotten exactly which hag is which witch is which.
Boo! I mean, well done, but boo!
Sorry, didn't mean to ping Arena there. Apologies, Arena. But gonna bite at this hag here.
All right.
And again, advantage because of pack tactics, and that is gonna be a nice 12.
Unfortunately, that is a miss.
Good boy, Sonny. Good boy. That's Sonny.
All right.
He's got spirit at least.
Yep, exactly. I mean, they're
The
gross. He doesn't want to fight them.
very fair.
That's fair.
The hag on the second floor looks quite displeased at the goings on here, as she makes another con save against the. Oh, that's Arena, not the hag. She makes another con save against the beam. She does succeed, but go ahead and roll it for the half. And she turns around at Ash, kind of glowering. Looks at Ash for a moment, and then looks back at Winley, who's still. Kind of chasing her with the moonbeam, steps out of the moonbeam, which will trigger a reaction from Ash.
14
And then,
radiant. 14.
And then is going to kind of wave her hand and mutter something in a strange language, and your moonbeam disappears.
What language?
I mean, arcane gobbledygook.
Doc would know.
Give Harmony 10 minutes to cast comprehend languages, and she'll...
I don't get any sort of save or anything.
Nope. Not a high enough level spell. Irina.
Does Ash hit with that opportunity attack?
I'm sorry?
Does Ash hit with that opportunity attack?
Yes. You notice that
better.
hitting with the sword, you notice that her skin blisters at its contact as well. And for some reason I can't update her HP. Here we go. Alright. Beam is gone, that's done. And Irina will make her save. And Irina seems to come back to life after a moment and takes another stab at the hag in front of her.
Hi, Irina.
The hag still seems quite not deterred by getting stabbed in the side by the rapier again. And with that, it is Mina's turn.
I can't. I mean, I can't really see from just the vision on Roll20, but can Mina, like, what's going on in here? Are Ash and Winley still, like, fighting in there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's go for it. I'm gonna shoot Granny. No sharpshooter. Regular old shot to the face, hopefully 15. No, that's a miss. So bonus action.
Can you flank with a spiritual weapon?
No.
I don't think so.
It's no unit.
I tried to.
24.
That is a hit.
Alright, well, she's got a hunter's mark on her, so here's an extra 2 damage. Hey, took a little bit. So 10 total, and just to clear it all up, is she undead?
She's not.
Well, then she doesn't take 2 extra damage. So 10 damage. Yeah. Felt like it was gonna be... Anyway.
It doesn't have to be now. Just wanted to make sure you were aware.
No, I appreciate that. And then I'm gonna step backwards and just kind of let myself fall. She'll take a quick glance to try to make this a softer landing if possible, but it's not. I mean, it's not an ideal situation. She recognizes it, so she's just gonna kind of hop backwards and oops, sorry, wrong way. Jump down to the grass there.
Okay.
So tell me what I need to do that as gracefully as possible.
Make an acrobatics check.
All right. Love those.
Remember the tumble skill?
She was able to land without taking any damage. Well done.
Cool. Fuck yeah. And like reloads her crossbow on the way down.
Yep.
Because why not? And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Ophalia seems very displeased with the amount of heat she's getting up here, and calls out something in arcane language and points a bony finger at Docrin, as well as at Harmony. And with that, both of you can make reflex saves as a blast of lightning shoots out from her fingertip.
I wasn't rolling my attack with proficiency.
That doesn't help.
No, it doesn't.
You said Dex?
Yep.
Hooah! Oh, great.
That's a bummer.
Well, this is gonna sting.
Well, Doc, you're going to get half damage, which is going to be 15 to you, and Harmony, you take 31 as the bolt hits you dead center.
So, as a point of order, if I were to use absorb elements to give myself resistance to that, would that half it additionally, or like?
I think so.
Yeah, functionally.
I think it
Then
halves
I will
the
do that.
damage you take.
Well, I mean, it just says you get resistance to the triggering type until the
Right.
start of your next turn, so I wasn't sure how.
And I think that halves all damage you take.
Right. So I just wanted to know if the having stacked with the having made the roll.
So are you using that as a reaction?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and do the post. She seems quite pleased with this result. Harmony, your turn.
Fuck me! Harmony screams.
That's fair.
What am I at now?
Oh crap! I don't actually have it. Damn it. 1 sec.
Yikers. Well, Harmony didn't care for that one bit. She probably is smoldering significantly from that blow. And, let me see. Sorry. Checking out my, yeah, okay. Harmony is going to kind of look up and probably cough and glare at her and say, gonna have to do better than that. And bravado she's not actually feeling, and throw a vicious mockery her way, which is gonna be a wisdom save, DC 15. Let me throw that in the chat.
Okay, let's give it a shot. She fails.
Okay, she takes 2 psychic damage and has disadvantage on her next attack roll.
She's deeply, deeply offended.
And Harmony is going to head off this direction because she took a real wallop there.
I'm sorry, which direction?
Sorry, I hadn't placed yet. Let me track my movement real quick. Oh god, I'm like between squares. It was here. Let's track. Oop, come on.
So you're 10 feet back already.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I'm just basically going to move like 30 feet kind of around the edge of the, like to here-ish, or wherever back I can end up. Just kind of trying to like circle around and not, I can't take another one of those. So.
Are you still off border, or?
No, I want to kind of be within like
Okay.
inspiration range if
Okay.
need be.
So if you're actually ending up there, that's further than your movement would allow.
Okay, where can I end up? Like,
Well, you were 10 feet diagonally down to the right.
okay,
So
let me-
a 5-foot diagonal to get into the corner next to Docrin.
Okay. Okay, so that's where I'm starting with 5 feet. So I, oh no, sorry, there's 25 feet left, and I won't track my movement. Come on, where's the? Why won't it? It's not doing the thing where I right click and I. Okay, anyways, that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This is where I'm gonna end up.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
All right, Winley.
Winley is going to take a shot with the guiding bolt, even though it's at disadvantage. I've got some bardic inspiration from last time, so let's see what we got. 22.
That is a hit.
Got some really shitty dice rolling, but
Some great
11.
dice rolling as far as
The
hitting
D20s.
goes.
well, yeah, but I rolled 3 2s, so she takes 11 radiant damage.
Okay. Seems quite displeased at this blast in the face, as it were. Anything else from Winley?
Nope, that's it.
Granny.
Actually, in relation to where I'm standing and this window, where is Harmony? Like, is she on this side? Can I see her, basically?
No, you can't
Okay.
see her. At least not based on where the windows are.
Sure. That's it.
Okay. Past that, Granny kind of glares down at Mina, having kind of made the run for it, but also seems quite displeased with this cleric standing behind her, and so she turns around and glares at Ash. You sicken me. Make a wisdom save. Sorry, a constitution save. Yes, a wisdom save, Ash. Sorry, going back and forth between spells here. You feel your stomach turn for a moment, Ash, but you are okay. And past that, it is Docrin's turn.
Neat.
Doesn't that add to your...
It sure does.
Love that spell.
Yep.
Good spell.
So yeah, upon taking the lightning damage, probably a set of runes kind of arc along the wave from the point of impact. And we're gonna... Oh, you like lightning? All right. I enjoy lightning. Why not?
Dog, heard you liked lightning.
I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration on that.
Okay.
17 hit.
That is a hit.
Okay, so that is my normal damage roll plus the d6 of that she so generously provided of so 7 thunder, 5 lightning.
All right.
So the
It
lightning,
is-
like, you duck out of the way, catch the lightning bolt,
Yeah.
charge your gauntlet, and
Yep.
just double back.
Nicely done. All right. Anything else from Doctrine?
Oh shit! I didn't actually subtract my damage for that. I'll use my bonus action to give myself 5 bonus hit points for the defensive field.
All right. Ash.
I turn to Granny and I say, "You sicken me," and I am going to slash her with my sword.
Good comeback, brah.
And Granny needs to make
Hell
a wisdom save.
And I'm gonna add my my inspiration to that.
Okay.
1d6.
Her insults don't actually do anything.
16?
Nope. You miss.
Boom. Alright.
It was a snappy comeback, but it wasn't the comeback you needed.
Spiritual weapon then. Oh.
Yep. 2 misses. Sorry. Is Ash moving?
Nah, I'm gonna hold my ground here.
All right. Sunny.
Going for the bite. Regretfully, painfully, but he's gonna try for it. Yeah.
No. No dice.
It's rough. It's rough out there for a wolf.
Does he not still have pack
Advantage.
tactics?
Yep.
Oh, thank you very much. Loving it. And yeah, he'll stay there for another turn. Let's do it. That's end of his turn.
All right. And then it is Bella's turn. Bella sort of blinked, having just been blasted in the face with the guiding bolt, and kind of lets out a grotesque smile, and points her finger at you, and a bolt of green energy shoots at you, Winley. Sorry, I need to take a look at this one real quick. At disadvantage. Fortunately, Winley is just able to sidestep it. And with that, it is Irina's turn. Irina continues to stab at this hag in a sort of frenzy. And actually is surprisingly able to land a hit. And throw in some damage here. Nicely done. All right, and Mina.
Can I still see the creature formerly known as Granny?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna shoot her with my crossbow then. Here's one. 27.
That is a hit.
And I'm sorry, I'm not. I'll let you. I'm thinking about sharpshooter. I'll let you know when I get back on that train. But all of these are going to be regular until otherwise. So that's a hit, you said, and she is taking 100 mark damage. So that is another 1. Yeah. And then here's another shot. 16.
That is a miss.
I will not. Is she? Am I getting the sense that she's taking like full damage from this? I know we talked a little bit about her or them reacting differently to different types of damage.
She does not even seem to notice that you just shot her in the side.
Okay, then I'm not going to use inspiration on that one. And thank you very much for that, Doc. And can I get a better view of her by moving? And which direction would that be?
No, I mean you've got a pretty much a clear line of sight to her here. If you shifted to the left, you'd have a more clear line of sight, but like there really isn't anything blocking your vision of her. She's still standing in the window.
Can I take a step like back, like down there, and still see her pretty well?
Yeah, I mean she's in a window directly south of you in the squares.
Just couldn't. Yeah, just the hypotenuse is throwing me. Turn over.
All right. Ophalia still seems extra displeased, given all the heat that is coming her way here in the doorway, and she will do 2 things. One, she will point a finger at Docrin again.
Try it, bitch.
Make a dex save.
Oh.
He was kidding.
I was hoping you'd be more of those
Try
wisdom
something
saves. I
else.
like those wisdom saves. They're nice.
Doc's feeling dexterous
Jesus
today.
Christ. She's a bad shot at short targets. You are going to take half.
Is that another lightning bolt?
It is another
It's
lightning
going to be
bolt.
another hot absorb elements then.
And it's again 31, so 15.
So 7.
7. There we go.
Yep.
All right.
God, I moved.
It was a wise choice. And then
many
she is
times?
going to take a step back. So booming blade, and then also you can make your attack to try to stop her.
I don't remember what the booming blade was. I assume
I will just scroll up and find
2,
it.
Yep,
I
fair
think.
enough. Yeah. And actually, the absorb elements is a reaction, so I don't get that attack.
So then 15 damage. Okay. And then
Sorry, 15 for her.
to you.
Well,
Yeah, and then
he made
halved
the
again
save.
for
Yep.
the elements.
So then 7.
So 7. Yeah, which I did. So.
Oh.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
All right. And she steps kind of back from the door. All right. And then it is Harmony's turn.
Well, Harmony, somewhat reluctantly, is going to attempt to move to where she can see a target again.
Stand in a line.
Yeah. Okay, so that's... Why is this no longer tracking movement? That's weird. I'm used to being able to do that. Maybe it's a control? Nope. 5, 10, 15. Hello? Wait, can I see her from there? I can just... So if I can make out the edge of her token, does that count?
Yep.
Great. Okay, Harmony is going to... Shit. Fucking... Wish I had something really cool I could cast here. Sadly.
Doesn't Harmony think everything she casts is the coolest spell?
Oh, obviously. Harmony spends a moment contemplating the structural integrity of the windmill and decides against anything that might threaten that. And will instead just vicious mockery at her and say something like, keep running.
Oh, don't. I need to punch her with this lightning that I just collected from
I
that
just
last
needed
blast.
something vaguely insulting.
It will work. So damage.
Yes, a whole
And
2.
2.
And disadvantage on her next attack roll.
Okay.
And then, let's see. Doc had some and used it. Mina has some and hasn't used
Sitting
it.
on it, yep.
Harmony will just kind of call up vaguely in the direction of the upstairs kerfuffle and say, how you doing up there, biggin? Give him the old 1-2! And throw a bardic inspiration your way.
Such inspiration.
Yes. And that'll
Do
be...
those stack? Because I think I had one from last time.
You just used it.
I didn't use it.
Oh,
I mean, I'll
you
take
didn't
it.
have one. They last 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So
then
you
I
wouldn't
didn't have
yeah,
one. Yeah.
So you have one now.
Okay, great.
See if she doesn't want one.
Okay, so I moved 15 total feet to be able to see her. I'm going to use the remaining 5. I'm gonna kind of like move 10 feet, 5 feet over and 10 feet back, just to kind of like keep an eye on the door, but also stay out of lightning bolt's Q range.
Okay.
So just 10 feet back from where I am right now.
Okay. And Winley, your turn.
Winley is gonna cast another moonbeam.
Okay. Go ahead.
If it ain't broke.
Place that one ready.
Yeah, sorry, she doesn't actually have to roll for it right now.
Okay. And is Winley going to do anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Granny again totally seems to ignore the bolt, but seems to think better of staying in the line of fire and shifts over here. So she is now out of your line of sight, Mina. And then glares at Ash and points a finger at Ash, and a purple beam shoots out at Ash. That is a hit, so make a Constitution save, Ash.
Oh no!
Oof.
Weep wop.
Yep.
That's on me.
So you deal only half damage with weapon attacks.
What is this target on Granny? Is that the...
That's the hunter's mark.
Okay.
She's Mina, for your reference, she's down into the right one square.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yep. All right, and then Dockerin, your turn.
Well, got all this pent-up lightning energy, and it'd be a shame not to use it, so, you know.
Wouldn't it just?
No, I'm not done with you yet.
I was fully expecting to get over here, but
The lightning needs to be a melee attack, so I specifically wanted
So
to.
Doc's gonna be the one getting over here.
I will, in fact, be getting over there.
Go over there!
Yep, and finally misses for once.
yeah, she just kind of jerks back as he takes a swing. Anything else from Doc?
Bonus action to activate my second and final defensive field.
Okay.
And now I'm done.
All right. Next up is Ash.
Okie dokie. I am going to go ahead and call down a sacred flame on top of Granny since she's made my swinging arm less effective somehow.
Swinging on.
Dexterity DC 14.
All right. Let's see how they do. Fails.
Awesome. She takes 4 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then my spiritual weapon, I'll use my bonus action to make it take a swing at her. Hopefully it doesn't have the same effect against it, because it's its own little weapon, but I don't know.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice hit.
Really?
Clocks are hard. Clocks are hard.
And I am going to shift right.
Okay. Anything else from Ash?
That's it. I'm just going to shift a little bit here to better cover the stairs a little bit more, and then hold my ground.
All right. Sunny.
Sunny is going to think very, very hard for just a short moment about what he wants to do, and then he's going to go inside with Doc because Doc is a friend. And follow Doc up there to about there-ish. And Sunny's very fast, so he can kind of slip through there and get right where he needs to be. And then he will continue gnawing at yes, as Harmony pointed out, like whining and gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. And here's pack tactics. 21. Come on, Sunny.
Is a hit.
Alright, so that is going to do like this. 7 piercing damage, and as a creature, the hag must make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
All right. And what's the save? Oh, DC 11.
DC 11.
She does not get pulled to the ground.
Okay. That's fair.
Anything else from
And
Sunny?
then Sunny's turn.
All right. Bella makes a Constitution save against yonder moonbeam and fails it horribly.
Excellent. We love it. She's going to take 15 radiant damage.
Nicely done. She lets out a kind of a at being blasted in moonlight again, and kind of stumbles her way out of it, and then is going to go ahead and she just points a finger at you, and 3 darts of energy come flying out of it at you. And one day this spell will post for me. Here it goes, and you take 12 damage.
Fine.
And with that, it is Irina's turn. Irina is not going to give chase. She seems more than happy to sort of kind of keep herself out here. But she kind of is readying herself by the door and keeping her sword tip pointed at it. And then with that, it is Mina's turn.
Okay, is there, does Mina get the sense that there's anywhere I can move, like this square, or just like kind of moving up there where I would have any visual on the hag? Or
No, unfortunately, because it's on a hill, and because she's moved far enough inside, you can't really get an angle outside anywhere.
Yeah, it was a desperate question more than anything, but yeah. Okay, well, let's double move, probably. So first she's just gonna kind of 15, 25, 30. Okay, seeing, quickly shout to Irina, where's the trouble?
Irina will kind of point inside. It was somewhat obvious to Mina just based on how she's kind of like holding the door with the sword.
I figured, but it seemed fair to ask. All right, well, let's double move. Let's dash it, rather.
Yeah.
15. All right. Hey, Doc. Need a little help?
Love to.
I'll step over there, just kind of like walking over their like sacks of flour, or like children's skeletons or whatever are in these bags and crates, and then that's my turn.
All right. And with that, it is Ophalia's turn. She glowers at the three of you who've kind of chased her inside here, and gives a wave of her hand. And we wait for the spell to post, because for some reason it takes a while. Oh, God. All right. Everybody within the radius... Sorry, I've got to double check the language here real quick. Okay, how much HP does Sunny have?
That's not a good question.
27.
No.
Okay, nothing happens, actually, much to her chagrin.
Do we feel slightly sleepy?
You do feel slightly sleepy. And Harmony, it is your turn.
Yeah, well... stick to the enchanted baked goods, lady. You didn't hit her with a booming blade last
No, I
time,
missed.
did you? Okay. Well, then we can't wombo.
Save the blow.
Then we
blender
can't
for next
wombo
time.
combo her.
Also, Ash, as a note, she is on the stairs directly to your down to your right on the first
I don't
floor.
like that.
So you actually have three hags within arm's reach of you.
Yikes.
Awesome.
So, just to double check, has somebody called out to the people who are on the ground floor for this that somebody had said they needed help, so Harmony is not overly tempted to just potentially collapse this entire structure?
I mean, I'm still on the second
allies up
floor,
there.
so.
That's true. Harmony has weighed that with her calculations of wanting to fucking kill these ladies. Okay.
Also, the whomever asked for help would probably not appreciate
Yes.
collapsing the
I
building
just
with
that's
that
the
still
thing
inside.
is Harmony doesn't know if it was communicated that someone was in need of help. But since we're gonna save the wombo combo, Harmony will instead use the failure of the sleep spell and the stick to the baked goods as her vicious mockery.
Nice.
So
Alright, so let's see how they do here. Fails.
take 2 psychic damage and once again disadvantage on her next attack roll if she makes one.
Okay.
Harmony considers momentarily her options, and then calls up to the floor. Ash, you do good too, and uses bardic inspiration.
You do good, too.
Bardic Inspiration of the D4.
It's a D6. I'll post it again because I think a couple people still have it active.
Okay. Anything else from Harmony?
Yeah, Harmony's gonna use her move action to duck over here, up here. Just kind of out of the way of the door. Does not wish to be in area of effect spells anymore. Sure. Let's kind of flush up against the arena.
We've downgraded from lightning
Yeah.
bolts to sleep
We'll
spells.
kind of
so.
flush up against the wall of the arena as like, what do you think they meant when they said can't touch you?
Alright, Winley.
Winley's gonna use her action to, of course, move the moonbeam right up here.
Of course.
And that's gonna be it.
Okay. And they are very displeased with that, as one might expect them to be.
Which one is Granny?
The one on the left.
No, but I mean, like, her name?
The one on the left.
Right, but...
Oh, in the initiative order, it's Morgantha.
What is her name? The one on the left. I was like, yeah, that doesn't answer the question. So she needs to make her save.
Yep, they both did.
Not that
sorry,
not that our characters actually know.
go and roll the damage.
Okay. Did you fail or succeed?
One succeeded, one failed.
Well, it's not the other one's turn yet.
No, that's true. Sorry.
So,
So actually, by that, she just straight up succeeded.
okay, so she
The order
took
of
6.
rolls. Okay.
Round down, right?
Yep. Not terribly pleased with that, and she kind of turns to glare at Winley. Go to sleep, you stupid girl. Make a wisdom save.
Is Is a 17 or lower going to fail?
Is a 17 or lower going to fail?
Yes.
Lower than a 17? Possibly.
I can't roll lower than a 17.
Okay, that's
At the moment.
not what you stated exactly, and no, it's not going to fail.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 20
We're
anyway.
learning lessons about jumping.
Yep. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
I often will make him dance, which he
And
hates.
Dockerin, your turn.
Yep. Well, stunning turn of events here, I know, but booming blade and punch. I know, right?
Smoke and punch.
Although I mixed it up last turn and this turn by missing, so
I mean, I do the same thing every round too, so yeah, I get it.
Is a miss, unfortunately.
I say this from a place of love, but when you miss, it's not mixing things up.
Anything else from Dockerin?
Nope.
Okay. Ash.
All right. So just for my reference, the radiant damage, does it seem to be doing more than I think it should?
It hasn't-
Like skin and stuff, or
No.
no? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try and attack with my sword again then, hoping that the silver or whatever is causing more damage will make up for the spell that was cast on me. So I'm going to add my d6 to that, because why the heck not? Thank you, Bardic Inspiration. And that's still a miss. Oh wow.
It is. You kind of weakly swing the sword, and it just kind of bounces off the side of the railing next to you.
Spiritual weapon.
Is it?
Hit! Yay! So that does stuff. And I'm gonna hold my ground here. So that's it for me.
Okay. To be perfectly fair, there's also not a lot of room for you to move.
Yes.
Sunny.
Tactics, going for the throat, and yeah, that's about the usual for Sunny today. That's pretty much what we're working with. And yeah, he's happy where he is for now. Was that question about his HP, like, did he, like, feel anything, or what?
Everybody felt a little sleepy for a moment.
Oh, okay, alright, carry on.
Yep. All right. Bella lets out a howl of pain at the beam of light, but she does make her save.
Filled it earlier. She takes 5.
Okay. She cringes and sort of dashes her way across the room from the beam. Ash, you get a reaction attack.
Oh, I love those. I think the reaction attacks are the only times I've been hitting so far. So.
And you hit this time, too.
Hey, there you go.
Thanks.
All right. And she, as she's running, continues to point the same finger at you as before, and more darts of energy go flying out of it at you.
I figured.
And you are going to take 12. And then it is Irina's turn. Irina is going to look at Harmony and be like, I have no idea what they mean. And then is still sort of holding the door, not pushing in after anybody else. Mina.
Alright, let's sharpshooter this lady. So I'm gonna go for the old sharpshooter. So -5 on this. 17.
That is a hit.
Fuck yeah. And so 17 damage then, plus no hunter's mark on her, big bummer. And then bonus action to shoot again, also with -5. No such luck on the second one, but you take what you can get. And then, staying there. Turnover.
All right. She lets out a shriek. You shoot her in the side of the neck, essentially, and the bolt's still sticking out. And she'll point a finger at Mina, and 3 darts of energy will shoot out at Mina, dealing 9 damage.
Alright, thank you for that.
And then
My hunter's mark is still up, but it's on Granny upstairs, and you can only move it when they drop to 0 hit points.
Yep.
So.
all right, Harmony.
Great. Well, Harmony will kind of consider what Irina said and shrug and well, back to business, and will kind of dart back now that Ophalia has taken her turn. That's going to be a 5-10 feet of movement just to be able to see through the door. Did you hit her this time?
Nope. Damn. I know, right?
Okay.
It's also noteworthy that she can't go any further up the stairs because Ash is in the way.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Then Harmony is going to move. Where's Mina?
I mean, as in around the corner of the door to the left.
Okay, so if I stand here... Okay. Let's see here. Sorry, just considering my options at the moment. How you doing HP-wise, Jake?
I'm good.
Okay.
I just got hit for the first time, and it wasn't too bad.
Great. Harmony is going to... yeah, alright. Let's go ahead and do it. Harmony will kind of, like, sneak up a bit. Well, not... She kind of, like, walks up to the door, sees Sunny engaged in battle, along with Dockerin bravely on the front lines, and will kind of, pat Sunny on the haunch and just kind of like reach out, like find a moment to like touch him and just cast heroism on him and say, you know, sometimes I think you're the bravest one of all of us. And I can post heroism in the chat real quick. But essentially, Sunny will start each of his turns with 4 temporary HP, and he's immune to the frightened condition.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep our favorite little mangy mutt on his feet in case they start getting ideas. And then Harmony is going to save her last use of Bardic Inspiration in case somebody really needs to fail a save, and is going to use the rest of her movement to, or let's see, use another 5, 10, 15, duck back around the corner. So she's just patting Sunny and then running away again. That's it, her turn.
All right, Winley. And make a concentration save.
And that's Constitution.
I believe so.
Correctamundo.
Yeah. You're good.
This is a window here, correct?
Yes.
Can Winley get through that window?
She could smash through, yes.
Great. How is she looking?
I mean, somewhat haggard, but not beaten down.
Okay. I'll use my action to once again move the moonbeam, and
Granny appreciates your generosity.
that's gonna be it.
Okay.
Winley's very much in a corner up here.
Granny is still kind of scowling, and more darts of energy go to shoot out at Winley. And Winley takes 9 as they blast into her. And then it is Doc's turn.
And let me go ahead and make my
I'm
concentration.
gonna bother saying it. Y'all know it.
You can.
Yep.
Hey!
Boom!
Attaboy.
Okay, so a couple things happen here. I mean, you just kind of wind up and leap up and just smash her in the face, and her skull just crumples under the blow. And so a couple of things happen. Upstairs, Ash and Winley, you can see that Granny's eyes stop being black. And downstairs in the shop, the illusion covering the shop vanishes. As you can now see, it's more or less kind of a decrepit storeroom with various boxes and bags. You can see a pile of children's clothing in the corner.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
As well as you also hear, you can hear and see both Granny and Bella let out a shriek as the daughter below crumples to the stairs.
Winley does not love that she's up here with these two.
I'm there with you. You're not alone. I'm up there with you. You can't see me, but I'm there.
I could use a heal.
And with that, anything else, Dockerin?
I guess I'll move up the stairs to, at least to get closer to Ash.
Okay.
I don't know where exactly you want
So
me to
you can move
here.
5 feet up the stairs and be next to Ash, or you can move 15 feet to pass Ash and be up next to Granny.
I'll move up past Ash just to kind of be a wall here. I don't know how you want me to move. Okay, there.
Gotcha.
Sweet. Neat. All right.
Okay.
You're
Anything else
next.
from Doc? Anything else from Doc?
No, that'll be it.
Ash.
Can I move over to Waylene without provoking an attack of opportunity? I'm not sure if I can move through this railing or not, or what the
You'd
deal
have
is.
to make an athletics check or an acrobatics check to like clear the railing because you're down the steps from it. So do you want to go downstairs or do you want to try to move across the room?
I wanted to try and get over to Waylene so I could do a heal. Sounded like she needed it.
I'd just say make an athletics check to kind of heave yourself over the railing and then you'd be within reach. You are successful.
Let's not be out of the square. There we go. Now can I see the room? Okay, and I can touch Wayleen from here. Alright, so Wayleen, I'm going to go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on you. Cure Wounds, maybe? Cure Wounds. Okay, so that's not working. So let me just roll the dice. To die 8, and it's going to be plus spellcasting modifier plus 2, I believe. Let's see here. Yeah, so it's plus 6 plus 3 because of my extra stuff. Okay.
Shouldn't it be plus 4 also for your cleric level? Or are you factoring that in somewhere?
I think that should be the plus 3. Oh, that's right. That went up, so it does do one more.
Okay.
Plus 1 more.
So you get 16 back.
Love it.
And
Feeling much better.
An action. I will use my bonus action to attack Granny with the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And then I think that should be my turn because that's move and everything. So let's go back to core and do spiritual weapon.
And that is a hit.
Nice.
Alright. And with that is Sunny.
Alright, Sunny's gonna follow upstairs. So, I know I can't, or...
Yep, I'll poof you up there.
Yeah, cool. And we'll kind of slip past... Yikes. It's getting crowded. Sorry, just gonna kind of get a view there.
You could slip past Doc and go to the window that you were in before.
Yeah. Could I squeeze through and get into this? Oh no, sorry. I just saw the ashes in there. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah. Sunny will kind of squeeze into this space if he can.
Yep.
And then you know what's next.
Snip, snip.
Yep. Back tactics for a 21.
That is a hit.
And 10 damage, and go ahead and make me a strength save, DC 11.
Alright. Granny scowls and sort of kicks the Sunny away from her ankle.
Fair enough. That's Sunny.
Alright. With that, it is Bella, who is in the radius once again, much to her chagrin.
She fails miserably.
We'll find out. She does fail miserably.
Hey.
She can take a hot 12
The
radiant.
positive, the power of positive thinking.
Indeed.
I manifested that.
She lets out a howl of pain and points a finger at you, and a green bolt of energy comes shooting out of it at you.
Yep. Well, we love green bolts of energy.
And that does hit. Make a con save.
For the thing or for my spell?
For the spell she just hit you with.
I think I probably failed.
You did fail. All right. So you take 13 damage.
Okay.
As she hits you, and you feel quite sick.
Love it. Okay, and then I do need to make a con save for my...
You are good. All right, and with that, it is Arena's turn. She's still holding outside, and Mina.
All right, Mina's gonna jog up to this spot right here.
All right, I will do you a quick teleport tie, and one
Thank
you can
you.
see your quarry.
I kind of thought I might be able to get an eye on Granny there. Yep, let's sharpshooter. That sounds like a great idea. -5 to this. That sounded like a really, really great idea, and I'm so glad it worked out. So it's going to be 21 damage, and here's the Hunter's Mark, 23 damage.
Do you roll the Hunter's Mark twice on a crit?
No.
I don't think so.
I wasn't sure, because I know you do sneak attack dice, so I wasn't sure if Hunter's Mark would also count.
I'll look it up if I...
Yeah, sorry. Didn't mean to
If I
interrupt.
put a D6 on there, I'll look that up and do it shortly, unless I can't imagine I'm... Does she look like she's about... how's she looking wound-wise?
She's starting to look a little haggard, but it's hard to tell considering how nasty these things look in the first place. There are a couple of bolts sticking out of her though, so that's a good sign.
Okay, so I know I saw her. Nice, yeah. I know I saw her kind of disregard one of my attacks at one point. It looks like I'm actually doing some damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Bonus action shot. Also sharpshooter. -5 to this. Well,
No.
yeah. 1 out of 2 I'm fine with. And that is my turn.
Okay. Ophelia is dead, actually, so it is Harmony.
Great. It's Harmony. It's 5, 10.
I'll say the second floor here is getting pretty.
So, can I see up the stairs? If I'm right here, that's 15 feet of movement. Can I see anything up? I know, like, the map can't, but can I make out anything from the bottom of the stairs?
Not from there.
Okay. Let's try. Just let me know, I guess, when I can make something out. 20.
That's as far as you're going to be able to get, and I'll drag you over onto the second floor map here. But you do not have enough movement to make it the rest of the way up the stairs and to have a place to land.
Okay. Can I see anybody? I know the map. Is the map pretty much like...
Not at this angle.
Okay. Well, I don't want to have a useless turn, and I don't want to blindly fire a shatter spell in a very fragile windmill. So... I think Vicious Mockery requires me to be able to see.
It does.
Okay.
Because we had that issue in the Death
We
House.
sure did. We sure did. So, let's see. Who is inspirationless at the moment? We might as well just use the last bit of it. Who's in most need of it, I would say. We're working pretty close here. Winley, you're in the thick of things. Some evil needs to be purged here, Biggin. I expected you to have finished up by now. And we'll throw her last bardic inspiration.
I do still have one.
Oh! I don't think you can have more than one at once.
No, you
okay.
can't.
Then, Ash, take another one.
Will do.
Anything else from Harmony?
No.
Okay, Winley.
Well, Winley is pleased that she finally gets to do something besides move a moonbeam. So I am going to throw a guiding bolt at her. And I know it's at disadvantage. Huzzah! Let's see. What do we got? We'll take it.
That is a hit.
11 radiant damage.
Alright, she flinches as it blasts into her.
And that's it.
Okay. Granny, seeing kind of the whole party starting to rush up the stairs here, lets out a cackle and will continue pointing her finger over Winley's way. And Winley, you are going to take 13 as she lays several bolts of energy into you.
Okay, and then let me roll my Constitution again.
Yep.
It's gonna be fine. It doesn't matter what I roll.
Boom. All right, and with that, it is Doc's turn, and Doc is away.
Winley is gonna look at Ash and be like, "Little more help, please," or something to that extent. I'm focusing fully on throwing out as much damage as I can, but I'm down to 4.
Oof.
Your turn. We're getting a little crowded up here.
Yeah, the comment has been made.
And no, it's your
Yeah,
turn.
I'm working on it.
Smash.
Woof.
Jesus.
Nice.
Falcon punch.
A big falcon punch to the side of Granny.
Mm-hmm.
She does not love it.
Granny
Anything else
has
from
like
Dockard?
3 crits thrown her way.
It's true. Anything else from Dockard?
If I slide over to and share space with the spiritual weapon here, does that doesn't put me in range of the moonbeam, does it?
Nope.
No.
Then I will do so to kind of free up room in the formation here a little bit, even though I'm going to lose Sentinel a lot.
Also kind of block her retreat up.
Oh, right. I totally forgot about that,
Does
too.
that too.
Yeah, it sure does.
Anything else, Dockard?
Nope, that'll be it.
Ash.
Oh, you meant to do that the whole time.
I am going to attack Granny here with a sword. There it goes. That was delayed, but hit 10
Solid
damage,
hit.
plus and minus whatever it needs to plus and minus there.
Yep.
And then I'm going to throw a healing word Wayleen's way. I'm assuming that's probably broken as well, so I'm just going to put it in manually. I'll have to fix my spells here in a minute. 13 for you there.
Great, thank you.
And then that is going to be... I assume I can't be in the moonbeam. It will hurt friendlies as well as foes.
Yeah, you will take damage when you enter the moonbeam. So
Okay, well,
would
then
recommend maybe not.
Yeah, I'll stick here then, and that's my turn. I can't attack with spiritual weapon because I already used my bonus action, so I'm done.
Okay. Sunny.
Sunny is going to bite Granny.
Sounds respectable.
I know you're shocked to hear that. That's a good bite for
Sure
a good
is.
boy. 4 piercing damage, because I'm sure that makes a difference. And go ahead and make another strength save.
She does succeed.
Alright, well, you have to try. And that's Sunny.
Okay. Bella makes her con save and succeeds, and is going to get out of the beam this time.
And is still going to take 2 radiant damage.
Whoop, whoop.
Oof.
that was pretty sad.
And then she continues to kind of press her attack on Harmony. Harmony, you are going to take 2 types of damage now.
Ugh.
You take... That's... Okay, I rolled a crit on the back end, so it wouldn't be a crit. You take 11 damage as whatever that wave of sickness is inside of you
That's Winley,
comes to a
right?
head. Yep.
Okay, sorry.
You said Harmony, so
Yeah,
what
I
is
mean,
happening?
I'd love to kill you off too, but
What is happening to Winley?
you just took 11 damage. And then she points her fingers at you and shoots you with 3 more bolts of energy for 13.
Hold on, rolling my concentration.
I mean, you're unconscious, so...
Not unconscious after the first one. Now I'm unconscious.
Okay. And then it is Irina's turn. She's being very unhelpful outside, and now it is Mina's turn.
Okay. Right, gotcha. Gonna sidestep up here. Just kind of might as well not be on the low ground. There's a Revenge of the Sith reference in there somewhere, but you know what? I'll leave that to you.
I'd love to see Mina do a flip over, though.
Do it.
Yeah.
Acrobatics
And,
check. I believe in you.
And this is going to be a sharpshooter, so -5 to this. No, well, yeah, you can't win them all. And she gets discouraged after a miss on her sharpshooter, so this one will just be a regular.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll trying to kind of save it for like a critical saving throw. But yeah, I'll throw an inspiration on there.
Okay.
Why not?
Oof.
Well.
No. Nope.
Ah, damn.
And that's turn.
I think at this range, notably, these bolts are more bouncing off of Granny than
Sure.
missing. And with that, it is Harmony's turn.
Okay, well, as reluctant as she is to, get further involved, closer to this kerfuffle, Harmony would like to have a target. So she is going to move up the stairs. Well, I can see something there. Is this Granny or
Yes.
Irina?
That is Granny.
Okay.
Granny's
It's
outside.
downstairs. Yeah, downstairs and outside.
Oh! Okay. Well, she's really missing the party. Okay, Harmony will finally lock eyes with her true nemesis, whoever screw this Strahd guy, and will throw a Dissonant Whispers her way, probably something creepy along the lines of mourn your daughter, or something like that.
Yikes.
It's going to be a DC 15, Wisdom save.
Granny is unimpressed.
Okay, well, she's still going to take... As soon as it shows up, she takes half damage on this. So,
Alright.
5. She takes 5 psychic damage.
Okay.
And Harmony will use... They use 10 feet of movement. Harmony's going to back down the stairs a little bit just to...
She is going to get clawed at.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I didn't realize I was in melee range with her. She's not going to move out of
an opportunity. She's not going to provoke an opportunity attack. So she was hoping that Dissonant Whispers would move her out of melee. Okay, well then, as an object interaction on her turn, Harmony is going to draw her rapier.
All right. Winley, make a death save.
Winley's gonna try not to die. Winley does not yet die.
Good stuff.
Good job, Winley.
Granny sort of sneers at Harmony as she's coming up. Your wit's not as sharp as you think, stupid girl.
That's what the sword's for!
An excellent comeback. And she points her finger at you, and Harmony is blasted with 3 darts of energy for 11 damage.
Ah! Shit! Fuck! Harmony collapses.
Welcome to the club!
Now would be a good time for a channel divinity! She says as she falls down the stairs.
And now it is Docrin's turn.
That's what the sword's for.
Alright. I guess I'm going to stick with Granny just because I could do the Thorn Whip on the other one to get him away from Winley, but then they can just move back and do the exact same thing, so... Just gonna keep doing what I'm doing here. Damn.
So close, but so far. Alright, anything else from Docrin?
Nope, no good movement. Oh, I should have taken that with advantage because I am flanking with Ash.
You are?
Are we using?
Take a second swing. Yes, we are.
Okay.
Because not getting advantage for flanking is dumb.
Optional roll.
A much better
God
advantage punch.
damn!
Lord almighty.
Solid punch for the kid.
For those counting at home, that's 3 crits in a row.
Well, in a row.
Well, okay.
Anything else from Docrin?
3 in a session is still pretty solid. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, Ash. You have 2 companions down.
Yeah, I was gonna use Channel Divinity, but I can't remember what kind of action it is. If it's bonus or it's a full action.
Full action.
Full action.
Okay. Okay. 5 times cleric level to be divvied up as I see fit. So that's 20 points I can divvy up. 5 times 4.
Yep.
Is that right? All right. I'll give 10 to each of my companions there then. And is this one fleeing?
No. It just
No,
moved out of the
it's
moonbeam.
Okay. Well, the moonbeam's not there, but
Well, now it's not.
well, yeah. Let's see. So I think I have my bonus action left. I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon here, and I'm gonna use it to attack Granny.
It misses.
Or not. Actually, I have inspiration. I'll use that on that attack.
Okay.
Might as well use inspiration while I got it. Where's my dice 6? There it is. Or not. Okay, cool.
Try. Woof. Try.
Can I stand in this square?
No.
Even though there's a bunch of mystery. What?
No.
No. Okay. Then that's me.
Okay. Sunny.
Alright, Sunny will, unsurprisingly,
Bite. Me guess.
this. Yep. Cool. Good job, Sunny. 17 is a hit, correct?
That is a hit.
Well, 7 damage for you, Granny. And I feel like I know the answer to this question already, but does it look like he's doing, like, full damage, or...
She actually seems to be in a great deal of pain at this point. So whether he's doing a great deal of damage or not, notwithstanding, she's looking pretty rough. She does stay on her feet, however.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah.
All right. And Bella. Bella sees Winley coming too, and kind of glares down at her and points her finger at her again.
Let me guess.
Yep, you take 11 as she blasts you with more bolts of energy.
That's cool.
All right, and Arena's still outside, and Mina's turn.
Yeah, let's finish this thing, Granny. Finish what we started. Sharpshooter sounds like a great idea. So -5 to this. Oof. Ugh. Always sounds like a great idea. Well, you said she's looking pretty rough, so we'll do a normal one for the second shot.
That is a hit.
There we go. And here is some Hunter's Mark damage for you. 11 damage.
You shoot Granny through the head and she collapses.
Hey.
Booyah! Cool.
All right. Anything else from you now?
Nope, that's it. Can't transfer the Hunter's Mark. Nope, that's it.
All right, Harmony.
Oh, okay. I guess I
You
could've
wake
said
up,
that out
wake
loud.
up, kind of dazed on the stairs.
Yes. Seeing Granny fall, Harmony nods in satisfaction. Probably drops the quip I just posted in the chat since we're the landlords here, obviously. And the other one, can Harmony see her?
She's down in the bottom right corner. If you can't see her, you can't see her.
Okay. Let me pivot a little bit just to make sure. Is she on this level?
Yes.
Or okay.
Yeah.
The map
okay.
also blocks if you're standing on the stairs. You can't see anything else. So.
But that's my point.
Okay. Harmony is going to
Am I supposed to be able to see Winley from where I'm at here? 'Cause-
step
right.
into Granny's
Oh, that's you.
over her
Okay.
corpse. Oh, a little cozy in here.
Sure is.
There she is. Okay, let's see here. How's she looking?
I mean, pretty reasonably battered. A lot of burns from the moonfire.
Right. Okay. Harmony's gonna chance it and take a stab at. Oh, I don't actually know if this will work or not, but we'll try it. Hold on just a second. Let me double check the rules for upcasting. Frick. Sorry. So let's see. 20 feet of point you choose within range. 90 feet. Okay. So Harmony is going to kind of. Can I see out the window past where she is?
Yep.
Okay. I'm basically going to try to throw a sleep spell that'll only catch her, like center it to where the 20-foot. It's within 20 feet of a point I choose. I'm just going to try to choose one that'll just catch her.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and cast it at second level. We're going to just try to hope we get high enough that she doesn't... I don't know if they're immune to magical sleep effects or not. Let's find out. So, here's the initial. I'll get an extra 2d8. Oh, nope. I can cast it at level 2. Huzzah. See how that goes. Ugh. Does she have... Wow. Wait, no, that can't be right. Okay. So, the total of 30 hit points. Does she have less... If I think... Yeah.
She has more than.
Okay. Then nothing happens.
Well, she too felt sleepy for a moment there.
Yes. Well, so... I mean, Harmony doesn't know how hit points work, so she's not going to call out her current HP. But I was just trying to knock her out in one go.
But the players know it's more than
Yes,
so.
the players know. But do not metagame with that knowledge.
Absolutely not. Anything else, Harmony?
Yeah, Harmony's going to kind of head back down the stairs a tad.
You've got 5 feet of movement left, so you
Oh.
can't make it to the stairs.
Oh, okay.
Winley, make a death
I rolled
save.
an 18.
All right, and then Granny is dead, and Docrin.
Waylene didn't get the healing?
I did, and then immediately took 11 more damage.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
Winley.
Winley.
Anyhow.
Docrin's turn.
Yes. I'll run on over here. Do you have any heals left, Ash?
I do.
Okay, so I'm gonna focus on damaging then in that case. Since I only have the one spell slot left.
Solid hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else, Doc?
Nope, that'll be it.
Ash, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to use Cure Wounds on Winley then, and I'm gonna upcast it to second level. That's right, it's still broken. Upcasting, I think I just add another die 8, yep, so that'd be 2 days, so it's not a problem, I'll just stick it in like this. $23, Winley. And down as a second level spell
Maybe
use.
that'll
so-
keep you up for more than one turn.
Winley wants to kill this bitch. Like,
Respectable choice.
Can the hammer occupy this space?
Yes.
Okay. The hammer will then occupy that space and take a swing at what's her bitch.
Doc's aiming for getting the two out of 3 here, so
What's his bitch?
What's her bitch?
Ah,
Nope,
yes.
not cancel. Submit. Thank you.
Good old what's her bitch.
Yay, it's hit.
A solid hit. She's looking pretty battered up against this window, that's for sure.
And I won't say anything.
Alright, Sunny.
Alright, if I'm reading this correctly, there's no square Sunny can move into to be adjacent to her.
That is correct.
Yeah. He's gonna trot, and by trot I mean just kind of sprint desperately, I guess. You know, like we're in a battle. Down here, he can reach this square, unless that's the square Arena's standing in.
I'll go ahead and move him for you, and there you go.
Many thanks. I assume he can see up, like
Yep.
the hag standing on the thing. He's just like growling, barking. Yep.
All right.
That's it.
Okay. She lets out a screech as everybody's sort of pressing in on her and rakes at Docrin with her claws for 11 damage. And then Irina kind of looks down at Sunny and smiles. Good boy. And Nina, your turn.
Sharpshooter, so -5 on this.
Solid
There we
hit.
go. So that is a 17 plus. Would you mind if I just use my bonus action to Hunter's Mark her
Yep.
and then
Yep.
take this awesome shot? Okay, then I Hunter's Marked her, so I don't get to attack her again, but she takes an additional 4 damage. So a total of 21 damage from that.
Nice.
And-
Looking reasonably rough.
Okay, and that is the end of Nina's turn.
Harmony.
Debating trying sleep again, but
now we're a little close enough in that you might get Winley with that. So
that's true. It's a little too cozy. Okay. Harmony will... I got one first level spell slot left. Let's smoke them if you got them, right? Harmony will, upon her sleep... well, if you don't want to sleep, then you might as well run for your life, and we'll cast Dissonant Whispers.
No, we do not want her to run from her life.
Look, I'm just trying to provoke attacks of opportunity here.
That sounds like a very bad idea.
What's the save?
DC 15 Wisdom save.
She makes it.
Okay, so she takes 6 damage and doesn't have to run.
Okay. And then there's Winley. Winley, you blink to life once again.
Winley's pissed at this point. I'll use a bonus action to go into my archer form
Ooh.
and take a shot at her.
So for the archer form, are you actually shooting a bow, or are you just casting stuff?
It's just like bolts of energy, and I know that's at disadvantage because I'm in melee range.
Oof.
Oh.
Yeah, bummer.
Take a nice
That's
chunk
okay.
out of the wall next door.
That's okay. That's just a bonus action. So then for my action, I will do some old primal savagery. Let me see if I can hit with this. Maybe, if it's gonna roll. We're not flanking, correct?
No, you do not have that. There's a hit, though.
1 acid damage.
She lets out a shriek as a little acid splashes in her direction.
I'm still having the weird thing where it's rolling 2 dice on my screen.
Oh. Anyway, anything else, Winley?
Sadly not.
Okay, Docrin.
You're still unconscious.
I am still conscious.
That is a hit. You falcon punch her out the window.
Huzzah!
And she falls to the ground, effectively dead, although I'm sure Sunny gets in some good snaps and
Good
chews.
boy.
Well, sure. He'll do it begrudgingly, just to make sure.
Sure. All right. Well, that ends the combat. All right. So you have vanquished the last of the hags, and a eerie silence falls over the mill. Since you got the killing blow, I'll go ahead and give Docrin the first choice of post-battle actions.
I guess I'll turn to Ash. You said something about cries for help upstairs.
Yes. I heard someone calling for help. Sounded like there might be multiple people up there from what they asked. Would you go up and check on that? I'll follow you in a minute.
Yep. Oh, right, because the body disposal that was mentioned in downtime. Okay. I will head upstairs.
Okay. Ash, do you want to go ahead and describe what your plan is here?
So I'm not going to take the full action. I totally intend to, but I do want to get upstairs and see what's going up there. But in the meantime, I do want to make sure each one of these are truly dead. So I'm going to hold my holy symbol up in one hand and mutter a prayer against evil, and then I'm just going to quickly stab each one of these hags in the heart with my silver sword. And once done, I will, I'll do the granny first, go downstairs, get the other two, and then I'll head upstairs to join Docrim.
Okay. Like a hot knife through butter on all cases. Winley, you're shaking off having skirted with death for a moment there.
Winley will go upstairs.
Okay. Harmony.
Harmony is probably still kind of gathering herself from brushing closer to death than at any other point in her trip to Barovia. How much information have we been given about the calls for help?
You only heard
there are calls for help.
Okay. Harmony is going to, seeing that other people are making their way upstairs to check out the remainder of the windmill, will head back downstairs to kind of take in the scene on the ground floor, since the illusion broke in the middle of pitched combat.
Okay. And Mina.
Yeah. I'm going to begin collecting crossbow bolts, but listening with one ear to what's happening on the floor above. But she starts, gathering bolts.
Okay. Well, those of you who are going upstairs, you find that this room is in pretty disarrayed state. There's a bed with a small canopy in the corner. Notably, only one bed. Apparently, they swapped out or some such. There is a ladder leading up to a small trapdoor in the ceiling, which is where kind of Ash is standing there. There's a pile of clothing, mostly appearing to belong to children, in the corner. And then there are two crates stacked on top of each other, kind of in this little side section here. And you can see, looking through them, that they have kind of metal bars on them, and there are two children inside.
Winley will immediately work to free the children.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll suggest that Winley and Docrim kind of work on that. I'm going to poke my head up this ladder, see what's up above.
Okay. Ash, sticking your head up the ladder, you find that you are in kind of a small attic croft space. The windmill shaft meets the actual wind portion through the wall here. There does not appear to be too much in here. It looks like there's more kind of trash and different things kind of scattered around the floor. It's sort of messy and dark for the most part.
Yeah, I'll do a quick investigate just to see if there's anything hidden in the trash, or maybe something hidden in the mechanism of the windmill or something. Because I know these types of places can be good hiding holes for things.
Okay.
And if I can't find anything else, I'll head back down. But let me make that check. Not a very good one, but that's what I got.
You don't see anything up here. It all looks like sort of scattered trash and whatnot.
Okay. I'll go ahead and head back down, help with the children.
Okay. Winley, you are able to prise open the crates pretty easily. They have sort of a rudimentary lock that just kind of gives up the ghost. Clearly sufficient for holding children in these crates, but not a full-grown furbolg. Of the two children, one appears to be a boy about the age of 7. The other is a girl who looks to be about the age of 5. They look at you sort of fearfully as you kind of pull the doors open, but the boy sort of speaks up. Are they gone?
Winley will say, yeah. we have taken care of them. Where are your parents?
They gave us to them. They gave us to those horrible women.
Anyone who's watching this interaction sees just like a flash of complete rage cross Winley's face. And then she asks, do you have any other family?
No, just our parents.
Have you eaten anything recently?
He actually gestures to the corner of the crate, and you can see essentially a full loaf of bread back there. They were feeding us. They were feeding us well. I don't know why.
Are they like the pastries? Like, do they have the...
No, it's just like a normal loaf of bread.
Winley will
They
ask
wanted to
if...
fatten them up.
Yeah.
If any other children have... If they've seen any other children. And if so, what happened to them?
There was one before. They took him downstairs a few days ago, but we haven't seen him since.
Yeah.
Great. Winley will say, okay, you can come out of the cage now. These are my friends. They won't hurt you. Let them know if you need anything. And then she will go upstairs and cast Detect Magic and look around up there as well.
Okay. The boy and girl kind of slowly crawl out of their respective crates. And upstairs, you are not detecting anything magical, but make a investigation check. Notably, though, the mill no longer has an aura of magic about it.
Right, because that had the illusion stuff on it.
Oh, that was almost a 20.
Yeah,
Jesus
I know.
Christ.
I saw that.
You, too, find nothing upstairs.
Great. Because I think I'm looking for a wealth of information, I'm going to spend more time up here, looking for anything.
Okay. Harmony, on the first floor of the shop, you do see kind of what you saw when the illusion had fallen. What was once kind of a nice, cleanly kept space with shelves and whatnot, you now see to be kind of decrepit, old, rotting boards and sort of assorted bits of boxes. Clearly, they've just sort of built up a hoard down here over time of whatever payments they've been given or goods that have been traded for their wares. The pastries are still here, however, and you should make a wisdom save.
I was afraid of that. Okay.
Left
Harmony
Harmony alone
loves
with the
these
pastries.
I've been hoping the wisdom would. We've been hoping that enchantment would have been broken.
You are able to resist the temptation to pull pastries off the shelves, but you are quite tempted.
Eve.
And presumably Harmony notices this. Sorry. So what I'm saying is, can Harmony categorize this urge as okay, that's still the enchantment on me?
It seems fairly compelled. You just have a deep, deep hunger for these pastries.
Okay, can Harmony leave then? She's gonna head back upstairs as soon as she. And did we leave
by way
Irene?
of the window
Did we leave
and-
Irina and Sunny out? Are they still outside?
Ash would see them out there. Sunny is presumably still sort of chewing on this corpse and ripping at it. Irina, sensing that the fight's over, has sheathed her sword, but is standing outside.
Yeah, Harmony's gonna maybe stick her head out the door on her way upstairs to get a breath of fresh air. But she can be yeah, it's should be safe in here now.
Stay away from the pastries.
Yeah, don't eat the pastries. Sunny, don't eat the pastries.
Okay. Docrin, what are you up?
Growls.
So what was that medicine roll, first of all, Ash?
Well, I was gonna say I was just gonna do a quick check over the children to see if they're physically hurt in any way. My guess is no, since they're trying to be well fed and stuff like that. But just want to make sure.
Yeah, they seem to be surprisingly healthy considering their state of captivity. They do definitely seem to have been well fed, despite being kind of younger children. They definitely have a little extra padding on them at the moment.
I'm gonna ask if Irina would be okay with kind of looking over them and kind of just making sure they're watched and okay.
So you jog back down.
Yeah.
Okay. When you tell her that there's children upstairs, she follows you in, and seeing them kind of takes them over to the bedside and starts kind of speaking to them in a calming, reassuring tone.
Perfect.
Okay. And Mina, you've successfully gathered up the bolts that you can find.
Sweet. Not hearing screams or major problems from anywhere. So Mina is going to what's our plan, team? Like to Harmony, I guess, because Harmony is standing there. So if not team, then what do you think we should do?
I mean, apparently I need to go up and make an investigation check on the top floor.
Winley's spending enough time up here to make another investigation check is the point. Yeah.
So I would say one of you can make it with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think I have a +5 on that, so I think I have a better modifier. So if I could take that with advantage with a guidance from you, that'd probably be our best.
I do love the mental image, though, of a bunch of people going up there and being like, darned if I can't see anything.
Like, I don't believe you. There's definitely something up here.
Wealth of knowledge, guys.
They wouldn't add a top floor if there wasn't something for it.
Doc finds quite easily what the rest of you have missed. He kind of pulls aside some of the dirt and whatnot and finds a book with a black binding. Opening the book, it is written in a somewhat familiar handwriting, similar to the letter that was sent to the Dursts.
Oh, good.
And there is yonder book and yonder text. The picture version of reading it is pretty darn awful.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I will go ahead and.
There it is.
If you just scroll down, the text is there.
So I can either read that for you all, or you are welcome to read it yourselves. Up to you.
You can read it for me.
All right. So the text reads, "I am ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was a warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god, but the war years and killing years wore down my soul as the wind wears stone into sand. All goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth and strength gone, and all I had left was death. My army settled in the valley of Barovia and took power over the people in the name of a just god, but with none of a god's grace or justice. I called for my family, long unseated from their ancient thrones, and brought them here to settle in the castle of Ravenloft. They came with a younger brother of mine, Sergei, who was handsome and youthful. I hated them for both. From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all others, a rare beauty who was called perfection, joy, and treasure. Her name was Tatiana, and I longed for her to be mine. I loved her with all my heart. I loved her for her youth, I loved her for her joy, but she spurned me. Old One was my name to her, elder and brother also. Her heart went to Sergei. They were betrothed, and the date was set. With words, she called me brother, but when I looked into her eyes, they reflected another name, death. It was the death of the aged that she saw in me. She loved her youth and enjoyed it, but I had squandered mine. The death she saw in me turned her from me, and so I came to hate death. My death. My hate is very strong. I would not be called death so soon. I made a pact with death, a pact of blood. On the day of the wedding, I killed Sergei, my brother. My pact was sealed with his blood. I found Tatiana weeping in the garden east of the chapel. She fled from me. She would not let me explain, and a great anger swelled within me. She had to understand I made the pact for her. I pursued her. Finally, in despair, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft, and I watched everything I ever wanted fall from my grasp forever. It was 1,000 feet to the mists, and no trace of her was ever found. Not even I know her final fate. Arrows from the castle guards pierced me to my very soul, but I did not die, nor did I live. I became undead forever. I've studied much since then. Vampire is my new name. I still lust for life and youth, and I curse the living that took them from me. Even the sun is against me. It is the sun and its light I fear the most, but little else can harm me now. Even a stake through the heart does not kill me, though it holds me from movement. But that sword, that cursed sword Sergei brought, I must dispose of that awful tool. I fear and hate it as much as the sun. I have often hunted for Tatiana. I have even felt her within my grasp, but she escapes. She taunts me. She taunts me. What will it take to bend her love to me? Now I reside far below Ravenloft. I live among the dead and sleep beneath the very stones of this hollow castle of despair. I shall shield shut the walls of the stairs that none may disturb me.
I will hand the book to Winley since it was her fated prize.
Winley will read the book, obviously.
Of course, yes.
And then just kind of tuck it in the bag of holding, and then come back downstairs. Look around. Is there anything else magical besides the?
Nope. You can feel the glow of pastries down below you.
Yeah, I figured. We love the page.
Nothing else up there. I assume with that investigation.
And when she comes downstairs, or before coming downstairs, she'll jog my memory. Who was in the group that went and talked to Mad Mary?
Harmony did.
Yep.
Harmony and was it Ash?
Well, Mina was
I don't
with.
think I did.
I was there.
Okay. Well, neither of you are up here. So Winley will come downstairs and go over to Arena and the two kids and ask the girl if she is or knows Gertrude. Winley's going to assume not, since obviously Mary was pretty upset about her daughter and probably didn't give her away, but we'll still ask.
The kids try to shake their heads. No, we never saw anyone else.
Yeah, okay, figured. Winley will, I don't know, talk to Ash, I guess, since she's the healer, and kind of say, we have to do something with them. Any thoughts where they might be safe?
Are they from Milwaukee or Barovia?
They are from the village of Barovia.
Okay.
I would think that they could travel with us for now, and maybe we could head up towards Valaki and see if someone would be willing to take care of them there. We also know of an orphanage there.
Now,
Knowing that they're from Barovia and that their parents gave them away, Winley is like pretty tempted to go back to Barovia and find their parents.
This isn't necessarily true, but it's also worth noting that if they were witches and, I don't know, did the town know them to be witches? I would ask, I guess, Arena.
Irina shakes her head. No, I've seen that one, she gestures to Granny, in town many, many times before, but we had no idea.
Okay.
Winley will ask Arena if she recognizes either of the children, since they're all from the town of Barovia.
She shakes her head. I can't say I'm familiar, but it is a reasonably sized village.
did we get a name of their parents? Did anybody ask?
I
Well,
feel like the town of Barovia was like 10 houses, but...
since Mina asked Harmony when she came upstairs, Harmony will have said to Mina something like, I was hopeful that whatever enchantment those cakes that Ash and I ate had would have been broken when we killed the hags, but it's certainly still in effect, so keep those baked goods away from me if you wouldn't mind.
You want a good berry? Would that help? Kind of fill you up a little? Don't be so tempted.
It wasn't particularly edible last night, but I'll give it a shot.
All right, I'll dig out another good berry and.
Can I use prestidigitation? I'm gonna try to make the flavor something distinctive enough that it's not not vinegary, obviously. Just let's say, how about like I was gonna say mango, but I don't know if I already know what a mango was. Some sort of exotic fruit.
Sure. Go ahead and make a Constitution save.
Okay.
And Mina will get one out and share one. Have one as well.
15.
You are able to force it down.
But does the prestidigitation affect? Does the flavor still
It still tastes awful.
like vinegar? Okay. And Harmony will choke down the good berry and will nod to Mina appreciatively and say, whatever curse has been placed on me, all other food tastes disgusting, including your berries. So if
It's
there's
not you, it's me.
if there's some way to find, I went down there and in an effort, my hope was to look for some sort of cure, but the compulsion to eat those things is strong enough that I don't think I can do any searching down there.
Okay, I can go take a look down there, but I suggest you find a way maybe to get out of here that doesn't involve walking past those pies again, or we can, I'm
Jump
happy
out the
to
window.
give you a bear hug and drag you out the door, but
We can tie you up.
yeah.
Little light bondage.
Well, as much as I am,
First floor and
Am I-
look around.
as much as I am kink positive,
I was gonna say, I
Ash.
feel like tiefling would be
Anyway, Mina, please make an investigation check.
Absolutely, I would love to. Great at these. Oh wow, that actually went pretty well.
Extremely great at these.
I was
So
about to say I was gonna make one too, but not even gonna bother.
Yep.
There we go.
So I mean, you do find a decent number of pies and pastries. Obviously, hidden kind of closer to the back. You find 3 bottles of brightly colored liquid. One is golden, one is red, and one is kind of greenish and milky. The golden one has a label that says youth. The second one has a label that says laughter, and the third one is a greenish milky liquid labeled mother's milk.
The red, youth, green, laughter, and then what was the last one?
No, red, gold, youth, red, laughter,
Gotcha.
green, mother's milk.
Okay. Anything else?
That is it.
How close is Doc to me?
He's still.
He will come if called.
Doc.
Uh,
Not concerned sounding, but Mina will, have those in her hand, and it seems like a thing I could chat with Doc about, and we'll
Sure.
go back upstairs to find Doc.
Okay.
Would that be an Arcana or History on those?
Arcana.
Okay. Still think it's weird. Whatever.
Okay. You were able to identify all of them. The one labeled youth is essentially a potion of charisma. It will make you appear younger and more attractive for 24 hours and gives you a +2 to any charisma-based checks. The second one, laughter, is essentially a tea of cackle fever.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
Yep. And the third one is the greenish milky one is that's labeled mother's milk, is actually a dose of pale tincture, which is a poison.
Okay.
Well, thinking.
Yep, I will pass that along and say I would probably leave all 3 alone. We don't know how they were made. And
Is pale tincture a thing that, is it like some kind of a natural poison I might be able to make a nature check about?
I mean, Doc can tell you what it does or how it works. It's an ingested poison.
Okay, so I can't put it on my crossbow bolts?
No.
Shoot it into somebody? Okay. Alright.
Winley wants to ask Arena if her brother would either be able to himself or know someone who could look after the kids. Perhaps Mary or someone else in town.
She shrugs. He might know of someone. I don't think he could. He was never great shakes at, call it housekeeping. But perhaps someone in the village could. There is also this orphanage we've been told of in Vallaki.
Yeah.
Winley wants to take the kids back to Barovia.
I don't think we should go backtrack. And I don't think we should return the kids to the place where they were sold from. I think our best bet is probably to take them to Vallaki.
I mean, on the one hand, we were told that the orphanage isn't a great place, but at the same time, we were told
were
that by
also
3
told
hags.
that
So,
by-
you know.
I feel like I rolled an insight on that, and she was being honest, though, about what she said. I'd have to go back and listen to the recording, but...
Harmony has and will mention an interest in attempting to at least check out the deep body of water we were told was near Vallaki, because there might be another child in need based on Madame Eva's foretelling for her.
Yeah, and that one seemed more time sensitive than the other.
And we were, I believe, if I remember correctly, another reason that Ismark asked us to go to Vallaki, in addition to finding a way to keep Arena safe, is that they're in need of a new priest of the Morning Lord, and that could be a good excuse to return after we conduct some business in Vallaki. He seems to say that the people need something to look to, so if I remember correctly, and this would be a DM thing, is that a thing he asked us to look into, seeing if they could send a replacement priest of the Morning Lord from the parish in Vallaki?
He didn't ask you to, but he brought up the fact that there might be somebody who could take over.
Okay. I mean, just things to consider and to perhaps conduct in the area before making the trek back to the village.
Winley's fine with that. Winley will make it fairly clear that she doesn't just want to like leave these children at an orphanage, if at all possible.
Right.
You know, if we can return them to their home, Barovia, and find someone to watch after them, you know, not to capitalize on, you know, Mary's child going missing, but maybe she would be willing to take them in, or, you know, someone else in town.
I think we have multiple reasons to look into this orphanage. If, you know, it seems to be an actual good place, then perhaps the children would be better off there than traveling through the wilds back to a place where they were sold from, even though we wouldn't obviously return them to the same parents.
Yeah, I mean, it might also be worth talking to the parents and seeing if they were compelled, because all that the kids said was that their parents gave them to Granny.
And
so were they compelled in some manner? Are they, you know, actively looking for their children? Were they enchanted? Like, we don't know. We can't automatically assume the parents are terrible people.
And Harmony will mention, it looked like in the brief glance downstairs I got, and I guess, Mina, you were looking around down there. I know you were looking, you found like the poisons and stuff. It looked like they had like whatever payments they had gotten were stored down there. I wasn't sure if there was anything of value to us.
I didn't see anything else. Just the 3 vials.
All right.
As a note, Mina, if you ask Winley, since it was her card, she can tell you exactly what was said. About the windmill.
I'll go read it.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay. Doc, up to anything else?
Probably. I mean, like I said in the chat, I assume that we have inferred how the pastries are made. I might try to get out of line of sight of Harmony and then try to do a more thorough investigation on the pastry I have in my possession. I don't know what kind of check you would want that to be. Okay. God damn, man.
You were not able to infer anything in particular about them.
Okay.
Other than what you already know.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, I still might stick with my suspicions and just tuck it away in a corner where Harmony can't find it, and hopefully nobody ever will.
Okay. Alright, and Ash.
I'm going to go ahead and take the time to dispose of the corpses.
Okay. Is anybody helping Ash with that?
I will once I'm done with the pastry investigation.
Okay.
Winley will go outside and do another walk of the perimeter to see if, you know, anything has changed on the detect magic front since the witches are now disposed of.
Okay. Other than the pastries inside, you're not picking up anything in the area.
Standing stones?
They're not within 30 feet of the mill. But the stones, if you go to them, are still magical.
Okay.
So the stones are somehow
Not
unrelated
tied,
to...
yeah, not tied to the witches.
Is there still ravens about? Because I remember there being ravens at the beginning of this whole thing.
No, there are no ravens about at the
It's
moment.
telling us to get out while we still could, and we didn't listen to it.
It did not communicate very well. All right. After that, Winley will kind of, you know, stay near Arena and the children.
Okay. Does anybody have anything else they want to do at the mill specifically?
Don't think so. I think we should put some distance between us and this mill.
It's our mill. We own it.
We do. We sure do, and I'm very tempted to just burn the fucker to the ground, but...
Was there anything on the second floor as far as, like, bookshelves or anything else that might
No.
need to be investigated? It was
Just
just
the actual grinding stone
okay.
and mechanisms.
Okay. That's what I thought.
If we wanted to turn it into a tycoon game, we could clean it up and try to start our own business, but I feel like that's not really what any of us are in this for.
Well,
so.
I mean, obviously the premises are currently very unpleasant, but
It's a
it would be.
fixer-upper.
It is a structure,
It's
a
property,
shelter. Yeah. So, you know, just something to keep in
It's a good
mind.
base, if nothing else.
Not worth. I mean,
We have to disclose to any potential buyers, though, the history of the place. Potential deaths that occurred.
yes.
What time of day is it?
It's about midday now.
So
Do we
the village
wanna-
is only like a few miles away, right? Like 4 or so. But do we want to?
Like
Do
if
we
we go to
wanna
the top,
stay-
if we go to the top of the mill, can we see the village from
Valaki,
No.
not Barovia. Do we want to rest here and then move on, or do we
Yeah,
want to try to
probably,
get
since
there?
we don't know how much daylight we have.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, do we
It
feel
occurs-
safe resting here?
I mean, there's
I
no
mean,
more
I
magic,
don't
and
think
we...
now that
Okay,
we're
yeah.
the
I mean,
buildings,
Harmony's not gonna go downstairs because she's scared. Well, I don't know if you guys destroyed the baked goods.
What was that,
Walk
Ash?
her away.
Good deal.
Okay.
I mean, do we have any reason to keep them around? I think we should destroy them.
Destroy what?
The pastries.
Unless you need to reverse engineer a cure.
Yeah, I might take a little more time. Like, if we're spending the whole day here, I might take some more time to try to see if we can find a way to get their effects without...
I'm gonna destroy them. Like, I'm gonna stomp through them and, like, kick them over and turn them into just, like, a wreckage of their shit. If you want to fuck around with them, you can still eat them, but they're not pies anymore.
Yeah, while destroying the bodies, they probably made a little pyre. Or you could probably just throw them in the pyre.
Yeah, same. Yeah, or rather, I like that idea. Let's do it.
Does anybody make to save any pastries, or are we letting
I
them
take
be
the one I
destroyed?
hid up on the second or third floor where I was doing some tests on it, and I will use that one to do further analysis over the afternoon if we're staying here.
Pastries thrown upon the fire sends a delicious baking smell up in the air, and Harmony flings herself out the mill window. Rescue the baked goods.
Fortunately, it's not that tempting.
Thank God.
I mean, it appears that like Mina didn't ask anyone before destroying them, so like Winley is still upstairs, so can't intervene.
Ash.
Yeah, it occurs to me that a building this size might have some kind of cellar, and I'm gonna see if there's any kind of hidden hatch or anything like that.
That's where the book was the cellar, I thought.
No, the attic.
Oh, that was an attic. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go make an investigation check.
Winley will
Can I
help with
assist
that.
him, or am I too busy stomping pies?
You are probably too busy at this time. But that said, you don't, going around the ground floor and around the perimeter, you don't find any signs or evidence of a cellar or an underlevel.
Is there anything in the oven?
No. I mean, there's the remnants of an ash and whatnot of a fire having been there, but there's nothing in it.
No, like child bones or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Does
That's all I
Harmony
had.
feel any differently now that all of the pies have been destroyed?
No.
Okay. When Winley realizes that all the pies have been destroyed, she's going to maybe mutter something about hoping Harmony can eat other food.
Ever.
I also hope.
You
So.
choked down a good berry like 5 minutes ago, so she'll be alright.
Good for another day or so. Harmony will, in an attempt to distract herself from the destruction of the baked goods that have such a strong hold over her, will spend a little time. She'll say hi to the kids. Hopefully her visage isn't too upsetting to them.
They seem a little, perhaps, past traumatized.
Sure. And Harmony will kind of like, it seems to like regain a bit of youthful, bubbly energy around the children. And I'll be like, hey kids, you missed it. We had a bit of a scrap with those nasty hags. But don't worry. I think I remember enough of how it went to show you. And she'll like use minor illusion and like prestidigitation to like spend time distracting herself and them doing like a very cartoonish reenactment of the fight with the hags with like no like gore or anything, just like a very cartoony Doc doing like a pow, wham, kazam.
Like getting bonked on the head. And
Yeah, exactly. Just kind of like trying to like ham it up, maybe distract the kids from their trauma and also distract herself from wanting to go eat baked goods.
Okay. Is there anything, I guess, discussion of the party? Do you want to stay here and take a long rest here, or do you want to try to move on?
We could take a short rest.
How safe
I
do
don't
we
think-
think Vallaki is?
It has walls. I mean, Rena's never been there, right? She
has not.
I mean, didn't Strahd say we should go there? Or someone said, like, you should go to Vallaki, it's safe there.
Strahd recommended we go. I think Ismark also did.
Ismark gave you directions to it and suggested it.
They might. I mean, there's presumably like an inn of some kind there that would probably be a better opportunity than this coven hag children murder
We
mill.
also had this conversation fairly early in the morning with them. This fight didn't last super long, and even with our searching around and stuff,
Yeah, he says like
we still have
midday.
plenty of the day left. I think we should probably just see if we can make our way.
I think we should take a short rest to like heal up and stuff, and maybe get a few things back. And
Can we ask Arena how long, if like, I know she hasn't made the journey before, but
Well,
based on what she's been told about it or whatever.
the hag said it was within like a few miles, whether they were lying or not. But maybe they wouldn't have had a reason to lie specifically about
Yeah, fair
that since they were trying to get rid of us.
Winley will say, let's go to Valaki. Get the kids out of this
Alright,
place where
sure.
they've been terrorized.
Can we short rest? That's just an hour.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about that, but I don't think we should stay the night here.
Right. Yeah.
Particularly, we as
Yes.
we as characters don't know if there are, anyone else that would, come and see the
Yes.
witches or be friendly with them or whatever. So we
They're
probably
clearly chill with Strahd.
yeah, we should
Since
not
he-
stay here for too long.
Since he left
but
his diary with them for some reason.
I think a short rest is fine.
Harmony
and then
will bring up kind of during the short rest, while as presumably we're just kind of chilling out, chatting. That because I don't know if anyone else would have been within earshot of it since Doc was running. Will mention that she heard the Ophalia, one of the coven, remark that she can't touch Arena and didn't make any moves to attack her, but just froze her in place with a spell. So between that, what Madame Eva told us about Strahd's desire for Arena and their clear association with Strahd, just worth pointing out, I guess. These witches clearly had some sort of arrangement with Strahd. We don't know what that was. Clearly they were allies of some kind. Clearly he impressed upon them the importance of not harming Arena. I mean, presumably we asked Arena the name Tatiana doesn't mean anything to her.
She's never heard it before. She doesn't
Okay.
even know anybody with that name.
Just making
Tatiana
sure.
was the girl from the note.
Yeah,
correct?
from the
the diary.
yeah.
When you bring up that subject, Ash will mention that Strahd has lived long enough. He's probably replaced Tatiana with other people throughout the decades, and my guess is that Selena is who he's currently fixating on.
And just, I posted it in the chat, but Harmony's going to use at least one hit dice, since she's kind of low on HP. If anyone else is, I posted in the chat, you can use an extra d6 and get that many more hit points if you use one or more to heal, because Harmony has the Song of Rest feature.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, Winley is definitely going to use.
Do the kids seem, just so I don't, feel like, Harmony's not going to, keep insisting on the performance with them if they don't seem to enjoy it, or...
They watch it. They don't seem quite taken in with it. They're definitely not joyful
Right.
children. And part,
Shit.
part of that seems just to be still coming to terms with the
Right.
fact that they're not going to be eaten.
Right. Okay, well... Okay, cool. Harmony's back at full health.
Winley's down 5.
Anything else during the short rest?
Nope.
Nope, just spending the hit dice, chatting about, what we found around the mill. Harmony will kind of mention offhand, not to be too much of a burden. As far as I can tell, this enchantment's still in effect. So if anybody, Docrin, Ash, Winley, Mina, Nature, Science, Healer, comes up with any ideas to how to break whatever this is, I'd appreciate it, because at the moment it's to the level of I can't eat other food or have to work very hard to choke it down.
Yep.
I also have an active curse on myself that I would like to find a way to break.
Okay.
But I don't have any knowledge to help you out there, sorry.
We just need to find the bakery in Wallaki.
Right.
Can I run another Arcana check during the rest on the remaining?
Sure.
hidden
You can have
pastry?
some guidance if you want.
I would
that.
love that. Since apparently I'm incapable of rolling single digits. It's fine.
You are still not able to
Yeah.
pierce the mysteries of baked goods.
I will try to discreetly hide it on my person so as not to tempt the cursed, and so I can continue on my own time.
Okay. Well, after the rest, are you all taking off, or are you doing anything else here?
It's like 1 p.m. now.
Yep.
Yeah,
Let's roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Head to Valaki.
Slow, normal, or fast pace?
I would say normal, especially with the children.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then off on your adventure you go here.
Are we carrying them, or are they okay to walk?
They can walk.
Okay.
If they need to be.
They gotta work off a few extra pounds anyways.
Yeah, and As long as Irina's all right with it, I kind of figured that she'd be kind of in charge of them. They'd be her
Yeah.
responsibility
Say
for
Winley
now.
will give them piggyback rides if they want.
About an hour into your journeys here, you are heading down the road. You've kind of returned to thick woods and forest at this point. And ahead of you on the trek around the bend, you can see a glimpse of movement, and a man's scream pierces the air.